No, it doesn't matter. Boy, quiet night so far. Been live for a minute. Anybody out there? Hello? Hi, everyone. Hey, somebody's out there. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you tonight? Hope you had a good New Year. My New Year's was very uneventful, very quiet. Kind of enjoyed it. How was yours? You said very uneventful. Same with Christmas. Christmas was very uneventful. Kind of liked it. Just doing something real quick. Well, it's a quiet night. Never say never barbecue. What is going on? Happy New Year's to you. Ah, Happy New Year's. Did you do anything fun for the New Year's? Did you go out and party? Yeah, uneventful. I like it. Me too. It's the way it should be anymore, it seems like. Hey, Dino Dan, what's going on, brother? How are you? Happy New Year's. Hey, Kent, how are you? Happy New Year's. And it's your birthday the other day. I hope you got out and was able to celebrate it. Hopefully, you didn't have any snow or anything on it. Oh, maybe you did. Just hanging out on a Saturday night, kind of bored. Just thought I'd see what was going on out there, and yeah, I did a couple cooks today, and finished editing one, and then realized I forgot to make the gravy. So now I got to go back and make gravy for it. But it was good. It was really good. So when you guys see the chicken fried steak episode, you'll realize that I had to go back and finish it at a later time. The missus is good. She's in the background playing with our grandson right now. She is back. Adams, Smoking Metal, what's going on, my friend? How's Nampa treating you? Yep, she's home. She is home. Nice to have her home. Yeah. Well, I'm going to post a link out there if anybody's interested in hopping on and saying hi. Billy's on. Hey, Billy, how are you? Yeah, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Really do. Yeah, it was crazy. In 29 years, we've never spent Christmas separate. So it was kind of crazy just being able to FaceTime. No fun. So, well, there goes my son. What's going on with you guys tonight? Anything? Anything fun? Those are very nice, Chris. Very nice. Son's showing me his new pants. Oh, that's cool, Kent. Right on. Awesome. Ah, I just posted a short video. I just thought I'd see how it's doing. One of the things I made today was pork chops. Oh, right on. I'm sorry I missed that, Dan. I was making my own pork chops. It's just a short video though. Nothing crazy. kind of fun. I enjoy making the short videos. I don't know about you guys, but I do enjoy making them. It's just something different. It's something you throw out there. I called it the pork chop. Oh, if that was for me, Adam, that's all right, man. It's all good, brother. Man. Oh. Anything got any planned for the rest of the weekend for tomorrow? Scott, how are you? Ah, the round Blackstone. Yeah. Kent, that's what Kent calls it. The round Blackstone. Yeah, it's been getting a lot of use lately with the short videos, and my son cooks on it all the time anymore. Seems like the weather's been really nice here too in the 40s, so it's kind of nice to be able to go outside and do a little cooking on it. Well, the link's out there if anybody is interested in hopping on. If not, well, just you can listen to me talk. Pretty boring. Pretty darn boring. What do you guys think about short videos? What's your thoughts on them? I'm not 100% sold on them yet, but they are fun to make. And you can use them for advertisements, like for upcoming videos. Like on Monday, I've got stuffed bell peppers. So I did a short video on stuffed bell peppers recently. So you got it, Kent. Hey, Skip, what's going on, man? We got some folks in here tonight. People just chilling. I like it. I like it. So yeah, back to shorts. So what are you guys' thoughts? Hey, Karen, how are you? Welcome to the show. Loving everyone's shorts. Okay, right on. Yeah, they're different, right? I haven't had any take off. I know Dave from the Bomb Smoke had one that did like 40,000 views. I think the most I've got is 75. Nothing crazy, but sometimes you just hit it and boom, it's gone. Sometimes, most of the time, like if you're like me, you don't. So yeah, wow, we got 9 people watching. I like it. That is very nice. Hey, I just got a text. Very nice. Oh, that looks awesome, Kent. That looks really cool. Dang, that's going to be a lot of fun, dude. You're going to have a blast with that. Okay, 3,500 views on a short. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I just released one tonight, and I don't know. I'll take a look here real quick and see what I've got on it. But I just released it like 9 minutes ago, so it's not going to be anything. Yeah, that's getting views, but okay, I will, Kent. I will. Let's see. Let's show the bottom one. How's that look? What do you think? I like it. I think it's cool looking. Kent's going to have a lot of fun with that one. That does look cool. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it did. All I did is just threw it in there. There was no oil or anything because my cast irons have been used so much. They're kept in great shape. I just threw it on there. And like I said, no oil, no butter. Yeah, Kent did a great job on that. Nothing. Just took care of it. Put it on high at first, and then cut the heat to half to finish it up. And it took maybe 5 minutes to cook it, get it up to a little over 160. And then I let it rest for about 5 minutes, and that brought it up to that magic 165. Making it look easy, man. It'd take me a month of Sundays just to get anywhere near what Kent had. Hey, Skinner Farms, what's going on? Welcome to Saturday Night Live, but better. Yeah, just chilling. Everybody's just sitting here listening to me talk about shorts. What do you think about shorts? It's Josh, right, from Skinner Farms. What do you think about shorts? Yeah, I got it right. Yay, Josh. Sometimes I'm spot on with names, and sometimes I suck. I actually have a text file. It's on my other computer, sitting right here, but it's shut down with everybody's name. And lots of times I'll go over there and check it out. But I just decided not to fire it up tonight. We're doing some major cleaning of the house too, for getting rid of all the Christmas stuff. And amazing how much crap you can pack in a year. Looks like I have Monday off, so it looks like a run to the dump for me. So back to shorts. What do you guys think? Kent? Oh, I'm always in shorts, dude. Come on. Even when it's 30 degrees outside, I'm wearing shorts. Just check my video out. Yeah, man, it's rocking. Cool. Right, Adam? It's been nice here lately. It's been really nice. Although it's supposed to get back into the 30s next week. And we're supposed to get rain here in a couple days, for a couple days. We get snow in the mountain and rain in the valley anymore. I don't know how long you've been here, Adam, but when I was a kid, we used to get snow here all the time. But other than Snowmageddon a couple years ago, that's not much. Yep, in Idaho. Snow in the mountain and rain in the valley. Yep, yep. That's how it is. You're in Nampa, right? Because I'm just in Star. It's just basically the next town over. You move from that ledge, she'll actually stand up. Well, anybody else got anything going on? Kent, you don't want to show your beautiful face on here? I mean, your ugly face? You're always good for a conversation. Must be busy. Must be busy. Well, I can tell you that my short pork chop, the pork chop, a short film, is doing pretty well. I was very surprised. Maybe people want to see pork chops this time of year. I don't know. Take another look. Yeah, it's rocking. We'll see how long that lasts, though. I'm not sure about keywords when it comes to shorts. I put a bunch of keywords in there, like pork chops and pork chop recipe, and also a lot of things like short video or short recipes. But I don't know. I don't know if that helps out too much or not. My grandson is learning how to crawl and stand up. Man, he is just going to town. He is 10 months old. So before you know it, he'll be walking. Other than that, I don't got a lot going on, guys. Just another boring Saturday night. I got the next 2 days off. Does that help? But I got to work all next week. Got to pull 7 days. That's part of the job. Well, guys, guess that's it. I guess everybody's out busy and doing stuff. I think I'm going to, I don't got much more to talk about. Oh. Yep, just pulled himself up. So where's everybody from? I know Adam, he's in Idaho, same area I'm at in Idaho. Kent's in Iowa. Karen, where are you from? Nice, Kent. Snack sticks. Hey, it's Patrick, and he's from Melbourne, Australia. And Marcel's on. Oh, come on, Patrick. You're always good for a visit. Indiana. Okay. Never been there. I think I flew over it once. Never been there. Marcel, how are you tonight? How's it going? Nice that you showed up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, West Louisiana or Northwest Louisiana. Cool. Another place I want to go to, Ohio, outside of San Francisco. Nice. Everybody knows Patrick's Australian. You can hear it in his voice. Yeah, it's a flyover state. Yeah, I think I've been over it twice. Come on, Patrick. Don't be shy. Hop on. Give us some entertainment, cuz. Give us some entertainment. Unless you're out doing stuff. That's awesome, Marcel. I'm glad to hear that. I need to get caught up on videos. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I really want to see your UFO video, Marcel. Did you guys have anything? Did you cook anything cool for New Year's Day? I'm trying to think what I cooked. Mac and cheese balls. I made mac and cheese balls. Yep, Patrick's in Australia. Imagine that. Yep. You could never tell by his accent. I mean, he's got the perfect American accent. All right, all right. I'll give you a minute. I am counting, Patrick. Wait, you looking for booze? I think I'm out. I got tequila and that's it. I don't think tequila goes good with a Diet Pepsi. I like tequila. My wife's like, tequila's disgusting. I like tequila. But I don't think it would be good with a Diet Pepsi. Ooh, crab stuffed mushrooms. Ooh, and ribeye steak. That sounds good, Karen. That sounds really good. Can't go wrong with that combination right there. I did some videos yesterday. I made 2 videos, and yeah, I did 2 videos yesterday. One was mac and cheese balls, and that ended up being dinner. And then I made a chicken fried steak and forgot to make the gravy, so I will have to remake part of that, which is no biggie. It's kind of fun. I got to go in and do some touch-ups on the mac and cheese balls as well, so it's no biggie. Just gives me more food, right? What is that? Tito's? Where'd you find that? Oh, there we go. My son has his Tito's stash. Now, I like Tito's and Diet Pepsi. There we go. I am good. Oh, right on, Karen. Sounds good. That sounds really good. I love stuffed mushrooms. Now's the time of year to have them. Stuffed mushrooms. I thought Patrick said he was getting on here. The heck? Delight us, Patrick, with your American accent. I had gave Patrick an assignment for my mac and cheese balls, and I just got the email from him today on his part. I'm looking forward to adding it. I did. I made a bacon. I don't know. It was like I'm not sure if you want to call it like bacon sprinkles, bacon dust. I don't know. And he called it several different things. But my favorite was it was like an archaeological find. Good old Patrick. Always good for a laugh. Great guy too. Well, I'm gonna check my video now that we've been at 20 minutes. Hey, not bad. It's rocking. Sweet. Maybe I got a winner there. Doubt it. Anybody got any fun planned for the week? Anybody taking the time off or just headed back to work? Just chilling? Bacon dust. Yep, that was one of them. It came out really good. It looks more like bacon sprinkles to me, but it came out really well. Oh, guys, you're in store for a treat. Oh, you're in store for a treat now. Oh my!
Cuz?
Can't hear you, cuz. I think you need to speak up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No? Hang on.
Here, Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
How about that? Can you hear me now?
Australian accent. Sorry.
No.
How do we do? What the heck?
Take two. Now I can't hear you. You're on. No, he's gone. You can hear me now, can you? Yeah, it's Mike. I think he's had too many White Russians, honestly. Where is he? Never mind, we don't need him. I can take over his channel now. I've always wanted to do this. Happy New Year, everyone. My hat on straight? Yeah. Oh no, here he is.
See, I can't hear you, Patrick.
Can you hear me?
It's got to be me.
Yeah, it is. Still, everyone else
Hold
can hear
on. How about now, Patrick?
I can hear you fine.
I don't know what's going on, dude. Oh no! Hold on.
You still? Very unprofessional, cuz. Very unprofessional.
Nada, huh? Nada.
No, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Hear us both. Okay. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you, Patrick. Let me try something else. Jeez. Oh, I think I know what it is. Just dawned on me. Just dawned on me.
No, you can't hear you. Can't hear you.
How about now?
There, good.
Good.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, cousin.
Happy New Year's, cuz.
Gee,
How you
it's
doing?
getting off to a bit of a rocky start, isn't it?
It is.
You know,
I don't know what's going on.
That's life. That's life in the land of the dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry about that. I realized what it was after a moment. This headset was supposed to go to the garbage.
Ah.
And it never made it.
Well, don't let it happen again, man.
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, you know, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
It's not.
It's terrible, man. And I think you're a bit too sober.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, did you say you've got no more? What have you got there? Tequila or something?
I have Tito's and Diet Pepsi.
What? What is it?
Ooh. Tito's and Diet Pepsi. Tito's vodka. Cheetos. Cheetos and Diet Pepsi.
So you're drinking vodka?
Yeah.
Ah.
Vodka. Vodka's good.
And by the way, I'm editing that video today with your stuff.
Dude, that was funny, especially the last one. Looks like some kind of archaeological dig.
Yeah, but I'm doing your one today, so
right on.
Should be good. I'm looking forward to doing that. You've switched yourself off again. Oh, there you go. You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're playing with things there, man.
It's screwy. Something. I don't know. Uncle Steve is on.
Hey, Uncle Steve.
You'll like my short video I just did. I had some Uncle Steve's shake at the end, and I went.
Yeah.
It was actually really good.
About time I got myself some of Uncle Steve's stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
But I see it'd be interesting with me because I don't have. I mean, you can use it for anything really, but I mean, I don't have an outdoor barbecue or anything like that. So, but I'd still. I mean, it'd be great on anything. Who was it? Did someone I see recently use it on popcorn? I think someone used it on pop. Oh my God! There's two of you.
There's two of me.
Oh. Yeah, man.
I had to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to. So I had my other account. I had to get on it real quick to hop into this one, but I was getting just a brief echo, and for whatever, double mics. That's a scary thing. But I finally got the regular one to work. So sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Technology. I used the sweet and the spicier today on the pork chop. Man, it was really good.
Yeah, someone was either talking about it or did it with used one of his shakes on popcorn. I'm sure.
Yeah, Gator Shake. Gator Shake on popcorn is really good, dude.
Who was that? Was that you talking about it, or it was maybe on a live?
I have before.
Have you?
I have in the past. Yeah. Gator
really
Shake
cool.
rocks on popcorn.
I love popcorn. That's my favorite
too.
My favorite snack food.
I would definitely use Gator Shake. The sweet and the spicier, I think, is really good on it. So, yeah, you know what? It just whatever suits your fancy, right? That's what you go for.
You know me. I'd love to, just chuck everything on there and experiment.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that.
Have you tried the Frank's
Red Hot?
Well, yeah, but the barbecue rub or whatever it is, their spice rub. I
haven't tried that. I've had the hot wing sauce, which I have a thing in my refrigerator, and just the sweet and the Louisiana sauce.
Yeah,
barbecue sauce, which is really good also.
Yeah, I tried their Frank's Red Hot Spice Rub or whatever it's called, and I wasn't too impressed with it, to be honest. I love the sauce. I love his Frank's Red Hot. Who doesn't love that? But the rub was not very. I didn't really think it was that good, to be honest.
I'm pretty much an Uncle Steve's kind of guy.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Remember,
I forgot to give this.
Use it on anything, dude. Shake it on everything.
Even in vodka.
There you go. Coleman's on. I put the competition pig powder on some ham and eggs this morning. Oh yeah. I have a ham. I'm gonna make it tomorrow. I'll put some CPP on it. It's a great idea. I didn't think about that. Hey, Jared's on. Welcome, Jared. If I can bring other folks on here if they want. It's just a Saturday night. I know you're in the future.
Sunday lunchtime here.
Okay. I just turned 7 o'clock here, 7 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's 2021 hold for the Dude's Kitchen and Grill, dude? Who have you got coming up on your interview?
I have Gary from GT's Cuisine coming up.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's awesome. He'll be on Wednesday. Got him coming on, and several other folks, some smaller channels.
Mike, what's his name? Oh, I've gone blank now.
Cast iron guy?
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Cartline. Yeah, he just interviewed Dutchie. Do you know Dutchie? Yeah, but I only call
Steve. Yeah, Steve's a good guy.
I'll go back and watch all that because I'm really interested. First time I've actually physically seen him, because he doesn't appear on camera unless maybe he's done some videos where you see him. But
the only time I've ever seen him is on on his videos. He doesn't.
no,
Ryan's show, the Out of Great
Well,
Britain.
he's on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he shows up on there a lot.
Yeah, I was
So-
disappointed because I thought, I didn't even know it was on, and I just got in there as they were leaving. But I'll watch the whole thing. So you got GT Gary. Is that his name? What's the name of his channel?
Gary's GT's cuisine, barbecue and cuisine.
Yeah.
He's coming up on Wednesday. Looking forward to that.
And you said you were booked out till February or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm booked out to February. It's actually the schedule's on my other PC. I don't have it on this one.
So you're that popular you can't even remember. You've got
Uh,
the lining up, man.
yeah, you've got like I said, 1st of February we're booked out through. So
Yeah.
and then we'll decide from there what we're going to do. But
Are you happy with how it's going, like the format and everything? You seem pretty
yeah, I am. I was attempting to do some remodeling. I wanted to put a fence behind me in the garage, but I just didn't get around to it. If I have a chance tomorrow, I have the next 2 days off, and so if I have a chance tomorrow, I'll stop by Home Depot and get it. But we'll see. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy doing it. It's one of 2 things I've always wanted to do was a cooking show and a talk show. But the talk show it's damn near a full-time job in itself sometimes.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I love it though.
On top of also doing cooking videos and
Yeah.
And
Lately, I've really gotten into shorts. I love shorts. I think they're so much fun.
Yeah, you look good in them too.
Oh, thank you. That cheesy grin at the end. Like the one I did today.
Yeah.
I think they're just cool because you can just crank them out and I just throw them in my editing and 20 minutes later you're done.
Well, there's some people that have done really. I mean, Dave at The Bomb Smoke, he's had a couple of huge results from doing that. Just seems to be so random. I guess it's just luck. It's like if I saw a great one, Arizona Kitchen. Don't know if you're familiar with that channel. He did like an egg salad sandwich, but it was so good, and it was a short, and he's got massive views on it. And I can see why, because it's just, I suppose it's people like egg salad sandwiches.
Yeah, I don't know what the rhyme or reason behind it is. It's odd. Like I said, you were saying, Dave, man, boom, he got. At one time, I think he said 78,000 views on one of them or something, and
I think that's
another one
one
had 40.
for his blogs. I think it's and that pet ones, animal ones are generally pretty popular.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone loves them.
Correct. Patrick, do you know Bob the Raptor and Joe? They're on.
I'm well aware of.
Yeah.
But this is another channel that I've never been to. Because
it's
want
great.
to go.
You got to check it out.
Is that who? Is that their name? Is that the name? Bob is the name.
Bob the Raptor and Joe. Yeah, he's great.
Oh, great.
Nice guy. Bob, how you doing tonight?
Check
Thanks
that
for
out.
showing up. Appreciate it. Get you another sub there.
There's a strange one in there I don't recognise. Long's Quest. Who's?
Yeah, Longs. Yep.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, he's out there.
Scared.
Yeah.
Happy
He's
New
out.
Year.
He's out a lot. He's been hitting it pretty hard lately.
I know. Yeah. That's good to see. Jerry Allen too, because she just did. I just watched the Dorito. What was it? A Dorito lasagna or something? Unbelievable.
Wow, I love a good lasagna.
Yeah, it gave me the munchies, man.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with the munchies.
Yeah, so you're booked out till February, and well, look, I mean, it's. Could you see yourself just doing one over the other, like say that if this talk thing really takes off, you might not have the time to do much cooking.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Jerry Ellen too. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'll do both. I'll continue to do both. It's just Stephen has been nice enough to do the thumbnails for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was, it's just it's these little things that you gotta put together. And Monica, she's helping me out more with stuff. I've got her kind of on assignment, kind of thinking up new ideas to bring to it. Yeah, she's coming up with crazy ones like a Family Feud type thing on it. That sounds like fun,
You can't,
cooking family feud.
Can't do it on your own, can you? It's just too much.
No, you can't. It's
like I said, it's
a full-time job.
Yeah. Someone, I was on a channel earlier. You wouldn't know the channel, but she was saying, she's got nearly 600 subscribers, and she's been pumping out videos left, right, and center for a whole year, and she's burnt out, and she was saying on this thing, I think I'm going to give up on all this. But I just said to her, just slow it down, because she's doing 3 or 4 a week. I'm like, my God. Correct. 2 a week's the most I can manage at the moment. Yeah.
If you want to do 3 or 4 or 5 a week, do shorts.
Yeah, but sometimes they can tell you. I mean, it just depends how you do them, because they can still be a lot of work. It depends what it is.
Correct.
It just means that you've because this egg salad one, for example, is really complex what he was doing. So he must have had a lot of footage there that he had to. It would have been difficult to edit into a minute. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I could see that would have taken me a long time anyway. And then it's like, it would have almost been quicker just to put the whole lot up.
Gotcha. Well, it's like I did stuffed bell peppers, right? And I did a full episode on it, but I redid it just because I had everything left over, had plenty left over. I had a bell pepper. I still had the meat inside and a bunch of cheese left over. So I just did a short based on that, and it worked out. But I'll tell you one video that is rocking for me right now. Hey, it's Bill from Grumpus on Fire. Hey,
Bill, Grumpus.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Is this the steak and Vegemite? My God, it's rocking, dude.
Is it? Oh, it must be.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I was so surprised at how many views I've gotten off that thing, and I almost want to go back to the well and use Vegemite again. I actually liked it.
Nothing to do with that, mate. You know what it's to do with.
With you, doing the opening.
Don't forget me. When you've got 1 million subscribers, pal, because it'll be me.
Yeah. Well, I'll have you come in and
I'm hoping the reverse happens on my channel. When you appear on my channel, I'll actually start becoming successful myself.
There you go. Well, what I figure what we'll do is we can split our times between Melbourne and here. Sure. And I'll be your cameraman, you be my cameraman.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That sounds like a deal.
That could work. That'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah. Oh well, look. I mean, it's fun, isn't it? And if you
it is.
This talk. I mean, when you think about it, the sky's the limit, isn't it? With what you could do with it, with the talk.
That's what I love about the talk show. Is it's just I do make up a list of questions, but one of the things that I tell people that are on there is if you go on a tangent, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. And that's exactly what we do.
I loved your because I watched all of it with Jill from.
Jill's awesome. She was fun.
That was a great interview, and also she did that a fair bit. And she was sort of saying, "Oh, do you mind if I talk about this?" She talked about a radio show, and you're like, "No, go right ahead." Correct. Doesn't matter. If they're engaging with you and it's interesting, talk about anything.
Yeah, the questions I have are pretty general. Where are you from?
That's just to get the ball rolling, really.
Exactly. Yeah. But then I try to break them up into, like with Jill, since she's, has almost 10,000 subscribers, I wanted to make it so she would divulge a little bit of information on how she got there and what her biggest mistakes were in that, for those of us with smaller channels, to share that information. But, Gary, he's got, I think, 2,500 subscribers, same thing. He's monetized. What did you do to get there? Yep, Karen, I agree. Jill's awesome. But, like some of the other smaller channels I have on, it's more for exposure.
Ah, sure. And, it's a community as well. It can be just a nice thing to do. Because there's been a lot of channels I've come across because of this. And there's Mike's show, even Pete Thomas, he does one. Well, he's not doing so much now, but it's great. It works really well for that. And you get a lot of people. I'm now seeing people that I know
Mhm.
they've suddenly discovered other channels that I know that they didn't know, sort of thing, and they're commenting. So it's nice, you know.
Correct. I want to
Makes
say
it
Happy New Year's to the Croons. They just showed up. Thank you
Prunes.
so much. Appreciate it. The Croons.
Are they? They've got a channel, obviously. It's,
Yeah. I don't know who they are, but I'm going to check them out. So,
oh, you don't know? Okay.
yeah. Thank you so much for showing up. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Yep.
Really appreciate you stopping by. And I will definitely check out your channel, and I hope everybody here checks out everybody's channel.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, did you see a shot of my grandson behind us? He just came swinging by.
No,
No,
missed that.
it was just a brief glimpse of him. It's like, boop, there he was gone. He is a little over 10 months old. He can stand. He crawls like crazy, man. And then just on that verge of walking. Hold on just a second. Zoe, just unplug my power supply. Thanks, Zoe. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
Zoe.
Yeah, appreciate it. You know why she did that? Because we're in contract dispute right now.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why she hasn't been on the show lately. Is she's asking too much, and
Well,
so
look, if things go the way I think they're going to go, we could be having disputes like that because there's going to be lots of money, man. You know, and
I know.
fame and fortune, and
Yeah, and all that goes with it. It's like the rock and roll lifestyle, right?
well, we're already living the rock and roll lifestyle, dude.
That's right.
You know, that's great, isn't it? Listen, make sure you check out. I've just remembered. I just watched before. Karen's does a Kentucky hot brown sandwich.
Ooh,
Have you ever had one of them?
I've never even heard of it, dude. That sounds
Haven't
awesome.
You've never heard
that
of
sounds
Kentucky?
awesome.
Oh, mate, go and watch it. It is
Okay.
Kentucky
brown sandwich.
Kentucky hot brown. Yep. I won't even tell you what it is. You just need to go and watch. It's delicious. She did a great version of it. I've actually made one once, and it's got. I'll just say this: it's not health food, but who cares?
Dude, not much of what I cook is health food. It's like that question on Cast Iron Mics when I asked you cholesterol high or low, and you're like, well, after I watched your first video, it's high.
Yeah, through the roof, man.
And in reality, I have low cholesterol, so all the shit I eat.
It's all that alcohol. It evens it all out.
Mm-hmm. Red wine will do that to you. Too bad I don't drink red wine. It's a vodka and diet 7-Up diet for me. I'm a cheap date.
Well, welcome to my world. What do you think? I couldn't afford to drink the top shelf stuff.
No.
I'm not, I'm not one of these people that has a little sip,
Yeah, a little sip.
Can't do that. There's people that are at dinner and you see them with the wine glass, and then at the end of the dinner, they've had a couple of sips. No.
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 Dude, I got to show you. So I've been asked to be, and this would be perfect for you, to be a part of. It's like a drink of the month collaboration.
Ooh.
So Mrs. Dude got me. I don't know if you can see them or not. Let me see if I can hold them up. They're dice, kind of like things, right?
Oh yeah. And
so you take these dice. Let me put my glasses on because I'm old.
Oh, and they've each got a different drink on them.
I know. So I'm going to take. We're going to do a cocktail, right? So I'm going to do a number 1, which is the alcohol. A number 2, which is the sugar.
Oh, cool.
And the thing is in here. This is how I'll determine how I do my booze of the month. And a number 8, which is your bitters, right? So I had my friend Kelly over. She was on a month or so ago. Oh, I got to find number 8. She was making the drinks, and so I had her roll the dice. And these stumped her big time.
Okay.
There we go. And our bitters. So we're going to make a cocktail, right? So what I would do is take my dice, put them on here. So for our booze, we have gin.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Okay. For our sugar, it's agave. Okay. And for the last one, our bitters is cherry bitters. And so you have to make a drink based upon that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. So for me, I was thinking about this video going, how in the heck am I going to do this? Because like, I don't have any gin here right now. And I definitely don't have an agave. So what I'd have to do is
Oh.
roll it and then go to the liquor store, which is a mile from here, buy all this stuff and come back and start the video. Of course, you want to show the rolling of the dice, right? So
Yeah, that's
but-
the thing. Well, how I don't know how you do that because yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to get. What was the third one? Cherry bitters, was it?
cherry bitters. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to get that.
Oh, I've
Not a
never heard of
clue. Maybe maybe our Merc would have it. But,
Never heard of it.
Yeah. There's other
I mean,
things too. You can do a sour, you can do a fizz, smash, punch, flip, swizzle, and a Ricky. So,
Oh,
hey.
Interesting concept.
And then it gives you a thing here on how to prep it. You can't
And
really
you-
read it, but it tells you how to prep it and what kind of glass you'd have in it. And
And you get to drink. You get to drink the result.
exactly. Yeah. So I'll talk to Jill and see if you're interested. She's the one running it. She's the one that got me into it. So basically, it's just a drink of the month. You do a video based upon whatever drink you want. Like my first one will be White Russian. Right?
It's a no-brainer for you.
Exactly. But I might make it into a Colorado Bulldog, which is you add Coke to it. I've never had that. So why not?
Well, hang on. Couldn't you? You could, for argument's sake, do several different versions of it over several different videos.
Correct. That's true. This is true. So I used to do drink videos when I first started out. I had a normal video on Monday, cooking, and on Thursdays I had a drink video. But problem is, back in those days, we were filming 4, 5, 6 episodes a day, and one time we filmed 8 in a row. We just spent all day, and by the time we did our 4 base, well, the reason why we did it is because we knew it was going to be hot, and there's no sense sitting outside when it's hotter than hell, right? Cooking. You're going to be cooking at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and trust me, homie, don't get up that early. So unless I have to. So by the time we were on video 8, I was hammered, and it was Tequila Sunrise. Right? And this one I made bloopers on because I kept calling the tequila vodka, because the drink before we did vodka, and my cameraman at the time is like, "Hey, dumbass, it's tequila, not vodka." Ah, shit. And so I remember pouring another one, and he goes, and I go, "Okay, so first thing we do is we pour our vodka in here," and he's like, "No, it's tequila, man." Ah, shit, this is a strong drink. And after the third pour, saying that, I just turned around and chucked it. And then I think on the 4th try, I finally got it. But Mama Z, how are you tonight? Thank you for showing up. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. So yeah, it was crazy. So needless to say, I don't do many alcohol videos anymore, but I'll get back into it, because I enjoy them. I enjoy a good alcohol.
Yeah, I tend to think that every video I do is an alcohol video. It's alcohol related anyway. It's necessary.
I did a video on. I've done a video. I did 2. Let's see. I did a video Thursday. I did 2 yesterday. The video I did Thursday, I made a White Russian, and I actually filmed making the White Russian, but in the final edit, I took it out. Because I don't show the White Russian again, which was not part of my idea, but I got kind of caught up on what I was making, and so I had to. I lost track of what I was doing, and so as I'm going back through and editing this thing, going, oh shit,
Yeah.
what's the point in even having the White Russian in this, right? It's kind of like the bacon, right? The bacon that I had you work on is kind of a side note. And actually, I haven't started editing that video because I got to go back and do a couple dubs, and I have to refilm a part. But which is a piece of cake. It's the end. It's so we have in the background. I don't know. our cabinets suck. All right, the color sucks, and so I was filming it at night, and even with my light on, it still has this crazy orange tan that comes through. So I have to film it during the day, where that tan shows up like crazy. And it, it's lighting trick, so I have to go through it back and redo that. But I could totally take out that bacon dust or sparkles or whatever part and be totally fine. It wouldn't make a difference for that video.
There's so many. I'll give you an example. The one that you're going to be in, that I'm working on now, it's turned into something completely different. It's still got the original dish in it, but there's other stuff that I do that I just made up at the time. I was like, I'll do this now. A few drinks, and I haven't edited it yet. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But I do that all the time, and usually it turns into something completely different. Like, there's a number of them. There's one I did with it was a cheese popcorn, and I turned it into a lasagna or something. I don't know. It was supposed to just be what it was. It had nothing to do with what it ended up being. Put it that way. Mm-hmm. I thought, that'll do. Turns out sometimes it's. I mean, look, if it turns out that it's rubbish, then you don't have to put it out there, do you? But sometimes it turns. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'll stick with that.
There you go.
Or even if it's not, I don't care. But you don't have to watch it. Just turn off.
Yeah. I love your reputation here in the States. This is like, I've been talking to Craig from behind. It's great, like Craig from Behind the Garage Barbecue, and he's like, man, Patrick just makes whatever the hell he wants, and that's your reputation is, whatever comes to mind. And I've heard your backstory on that. You're just like, wake up, like, I think I'm going to make blah, blah, blah today, and it's just like, it works, right? It works.
Now and again, it's not. I mean, it's not always like that, but most of the time, yeah. Because that's
the salt and vinegar.
Yeah. Well, that was.
Dude, I had the biggest laugh at that. I was laughing. I was crying through that, watching you cry. But I was laughing, Craig.
Still not over that one. Oh. And I love salt and vinegar chips.
I do.
Chips. Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm a salt freak. I'm not a sweet guy. Yeah, and to this day, I just can't even look at them.
I had salt and vinegar chips yesterday. I love them. And I was that way with tequila for a long time. I drank half a fifth. Well, I told you this story. Half a fifth of tequila and puked all over my brother's Transformers. Well, this was, 30 years ago, and it took me a long time to get back into tequila.
Yeah. Usually that way, isn't it? When you're young and you're stupid and you get drunk on a particular. There's a legendary rum here called Bundaberg rum.
Okay.
It's an Australian iconic beer, and there's a lot of people as kids have got horror stories about it because it's just a very common rum, and the number of kids that got so drunk on it and sick that they can't even smell it now. But I wasn't one of them. But it's like that, you never forget how sick you got. And it's like, I can't stomach it anymore,
Mm-hmm. I have to say, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. Your search for beetroot has got me captivated. Now, I know you put a video out, and I haven't seen it yet.
See? Jerry Ellen's seen it. A few people.
Yeah, what made me think of it is the 20 cheese nacho. That was so funny. Oh, yeah. And some of the cheese you're putting in there is just like, oh, wow.
Well, that was another one where I just had to get rid of it. That was actually a legit meal for my family, and it was the same sort of thing where that wasn't going to be nachos. That I was intending to do. I can't even remember, but I sort of like doing these. I went to the supermarket, to the grocery store, and I ended up coming home with nacho stuff. I thought, again, I was going to plan to film it. I forget, it was fajitas or something. I don't know what I was going to do. But it turned into nachos, and they loved it. So,
hey, I want to say hi to a spasmodic Sheila at a spasmodic. She's awesome. I love Sheila.
Oh,
I want her on as a guest.
Well, and
she would be fun.
We have to ban her from going anywhere near stairs. She had a horrible fall.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wrist, man.
Yeah. I hope she's feeling better. I really do.
That happened to an uncle of mine. He's in his 70s, and it just happened before Christmas, and he's broken all sorts of bones. It's horrendous.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Do you have stairs where you live?
I do. Yeah, our son and his fiance live upstairs with their son.
What about you? Do you go up there or do you just stay downstairs?
I don't go up there, man, because it's a
Whatever
disaster.
you'll just fall down, man.
Yeah.
You'll be up there one night with a white Russian, and you'll just
Yeah.
it'll be all over.
Mrs. Dude wants to move up there when they leave and turn our bedroom into a studio, and I was like, "Oh, that's going to be dangerous, especially after a few white Russians."
Oh yeah, stairs are a nightmare.
Yeah, and it's nice that they got their own separate place upstairs, but I don't venture up there.
No, well, that's as long as you don't have to. That's fine. It's just I couldn't. I mean, I live on the first floor of an apartment building, but at least when I'm inside, there are no stairs inside, so it's okay. But I'm paranoid about falling downstairs and stuff. You've so many stories of that happening,
Gotcha. So I want to go back to the beetroot. What started that series? I think it's a great. I've only seen. I saw a short on it. Right, you did a short, right? And you've gone to a couple fish and chip joints, which makes me want to ask another question: why fish and chip joints for a beetroot sandwich?
Okay.
How did it start, and why fish and chip joints?
All right. When I started my channel, shortly afterwards, COVID came along and went into lockdown. Couldn't leave the house, but I always wanted to do this sort of thing where I go out and do taste food reviews and things like that.
Sure.
And one of them was, it's a bit of Australian sort of culture here. It's a tradition. The good old fish and chip shop, which is, they make fish and chips,
my
right?
favorite, hands down, my favorite.
Absolutely, but they also
and I'll ask you a question on that in a bit.
All right. Well, they do hamburgers. They do all sorts of fried stuff. They're great, and they've been around forever. It's a classic sort of Australian fast food, right? But I thought, well, I want to do a steak sandwich video, so I did. I went wherever the first one was. I went there and I got a steak sandwich, and I ate it. And it didn't even occur to me about the beetroot. I'd forgotten. And then in the comments, a lot of my people that are from Australia that watch started complaining, where the hell's the beetroot? That's not a real steak sandwich. I thought, you know what, they're right. So then I thought, well, I'm gonna try a few others and see.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a few other places and see if anyone. Oh, Monica's here. Hello, Monica.
Yeah, Monica's here. Hey, Monica. Just an impromptu meeting.
And I just thought, well, I'll try and keep going until I find a joint that puts beetroot on a steak sandwich. And it turned out, it used to be that you used to have to ask for them not to put beetroot on it. It's just a standard ingredient. It's just tradition. And they stopped doing it, which upsets me, dude.
I had to be honest with you. I've never put beets on a sandwich. I love beets. One of my favorite all-time foods is beets.
Try it. It's delicious.
Now, are you talking like pickled beets or just
no,
just regular beets?
Yeah, beetroot here we do beets. We get it. It just comes in a can. You open the can, you eat it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we have it too.
Fully cooked,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it on a salad. I love them by themselves. It's just like just chew away it. Matter of fact, when we go to the local pub here, it's like you order a salad. It's like, can I get extra beets? I love beets, man.
Well, I tell you what, you should do a steak sandwich video. We've got a hashtag steak sanger. There's quite a few people that have done it. I'll tell you.
All right, I'll put it on my list.
You would love the combination.
Okay. I could see like some Jewish rye bread or even just regular rye bread or something. Yep. And just mayo and mustard with some cheese and roast beef. And put some beets on it. Oh, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Or beets or even some onion, like some red, like Bill says from Grumpus. Even some red onion on there. Oh, with lettuce. Oh, God. That is on my list, dude. Absolutely.
And if you're being traditional, it must have a fried egg.
Okay. Yeah.
It must have cheese and bacon.
Cholesterol be damned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cholesterol be damned. And Sheila says, she mentioned something up here I thought was kind of cool too. If I lost it? No, please tell me I haven't lost it. She was talking about beets and goat cheese.
Oh,
That
yeah,
actually sounds really good.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love goat cheese.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That sweet and salty thing.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, exactly. And me, if I have my choice between sweets, or sweet and salty, I'll go salts, then sweet and salty.
Yeah, me too.
A little
Dano,
more on the salty side for me.
Dano, Happy New Year, Dano.
Yeah, Dano.
Dano, sorry, I can't sound being too Australian. Dano.
I always think of Dano from Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
My grandma would say Hawaii.
Mm.
She loved her pizza and Hawaii, and she always wanted to go to Hawaii. She loved her Hawaii and pizza with pineapple.
Well, that's one of my favourite. See, now they put pineapple on steak sandwiches here, and I don't like that.
Nah,
I do
that
like it
doesn't make sense.
I do like
Oh
it
yeah,
on
on pizza, yeah, with some bacon, Canadian bacon or whatever. So fish and chips. I want to ask you about fish and chips.
Yep.
Do you like your fish and chips heavily breaded or lightly breaded?
As long as the batter is crispy. Obviously, you want more fish than batter, so I suppose thin.
Correct.
It's got to be really crispy. And my favourite, I don't know how common it is over there, but my favourite fish here, and it's most common, is shark. We call it flake.
Like, okay, shark.
Yep. Just
Oh,
flake.
interesting.
Mm.
So here you're going to get cod or halibut for the most part.
Yeah.
I've seen salmon, things like that, but I've never seen shark. Interesting. That is, I've had shark. It's good. Hey, Harita, how are you? Harita was a good interview. Monica, that was fun. Had a good time with that.
I saw a bit of that one. Yeah.
Indian food. She was awesome.
That was one where I was working on.
Monica and I had fun with that.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
See, for me, I like my fish and chips. My son he's a cook at the local pub. And
okay.
he like the eggs and bacon one I did, the short I did the other day. That was him cooking. I just hopped up and went, started filming. But excuse me.
Good idea.
His idea of fish and chips is this thick beer batter, and I don't like thick batter. I'll take some panko or Japanese panko and
you mean
put it
crumb.
in there. Yeah, and cook it up that way. That'd be perfect. That's perfect for me.
No, the ideal for me is not a really thick batter, but even if it's thick, it's got to be crispy and crunchy. I don't
It's got to be, yeah.
Soggy batter. But the idea is that it's like, to me, it's like pizza. If the crust is there only to hold the toppings, I hate thick crust. I do not like. The thinner the better for me, and it's the same with batter.
Okay.
The idea is it's just to house whatever's in it, and if it's the fish, it's got to be more fish than batter.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you there. I don't agree with you on the pizza. That's where we see differently, Patrick. I like thick crust pizza, especially the outside.
No.
But I do like thin crust as well.
I'm not saying I hate thin. I mean, it just seems to be a waste of. It's all that bread, all the carbs, and
Yeah.
you only have a couple of slices, and that you can't have any.
You're passing out. Sheila wants to see your shirt. What's your shirt say? More dilly than more
dilly.
More beer.
This is from one of my channels that I call Tazdaz Down Under. More dilly dally. There he is, Tazdaz Down Under.
Oh, and he's even got there.
We had a big live stream last night, and it was just a bunch. You would have loved it, dude, because it was just a bunch of drunken Aussies in there. It was fantastic, man.
Awesome.
But you wouldn't. I mean, it's because when we all get drunk, we resort to our like slang language, and
it'd be like John Dory. What is a John Dory? You ever heard of that? You ever heard of that, John Dory?
No. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, I thought it was Australian slang. So I watched a movie years ago. God, I loved it too. The lady from My Big Fat Greek Wedding did a different show. Richard Dreyfuss was in it, and she was a tour guide in Italy and Australia. Maybe they were New Zealand. I thought they said they were from Australia. And they were looking for the John Dory, It's like the Louvre in what they meant was the Louvre, like in they say in Great Britain. So
Okay.
obviously it was crap. It was
Well,
crap.
John Dory's a fish,
Oh, is it? Okay.
but John Dory could be rhyming slang for story.
Oh,
John
interesting.
Dory story. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a lot of rhyming slang here.
Yeah, I've noticed that with the Australians that I've gotten to know. Yeah.
And a lot of it's quite offensive. And
my kind of people right there.
I mean, to put it this way, I could say it, but then if I had to explain it, people go, "What?" I'm offended.
My granddad Carol, when he was in the Navy in the Pacific, and he had to have been in Darwin. I remember him telling a story about Australians. He goes, "They're the best people. They can cuss you up, and you don't even know what the hell they're saying."
That's true. The English are like that too. The English have got a lot of the Brits. We've got a lot of that sort of rhyming slang stuff. And same, my parents are Scottish. You want to hear them, you know.
Now, your father's passed away, right?
Yeah, about 6 years ago. 7 years ago.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
He
But
was
your
a great
mom,
man. You would have loved him, man.
really?
He was a typical Scotsman, you know.
I look forward to meeting your mom one of these days. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Does your mom?
By the way, she has her own radio show. I've been meaning to tell you.
You kidding me? Send me a link. Send me a link, please do.
It might be on at a time when you wouldn't. It'd be not practical for you to listen, but
Is it internet radio too?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can listen online.
Okay. Right on. Please do.
But
cool.
yeah, she does it every Friday night for a few hours, just a music and variety sort of show. On a
I'm going to call in a request and say, "This is for Patrick."
Oh no.
Exactly. And it'll be like Air Supply.
That'd be appropriate because it's an elder. It's called Golden Days Radio, and it's for the older sort of crowd like us.
Okay, but it's like 60s rock or 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, I love late 60s. I'm probably I was born in '67, so when the acid rock came on, Hendrix, really old Chicago stuff, Santana, I love that. So I could listen to that stuff all day long. They call it proto acid or proto heavy metal. Sorry.
Great stuff, man. It's great stuff.
Yep. So your mom, she's from Scotland. Has she developed an Australian accent?
No.
Still sounds like she's from the old country.
Yeah, but she's got a very soft sort of accent. It's almost, people think she's Irish.
Okay.
But she's got a PhD. She's very highly qualified and all that. Yeah, she's a doctor. She's a PhD in education.
Dang, dude.
And she's, so she's quite. If you listen on the radio, you can definitely tell there's an accent, but you don't have any trouble understanding her.
So she's not like us. She's very intelligent, then.
Absolutely, man. I don't know. I don't even think. I think I'm adopted.
Hey, we were talking about future guests. Fat Kids Barbecue just hopped on, and they are a future guest as well. He's from. Okay. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. I've gotten to know him. So.
Where are they? He or she? Where are they from?
I'm pretty sure he's a guest. Now I'm starting to question myself. I think in Louisiana, but am I right? I might be wrong here. So
there's another channel I got to check out. It's just
Fat Kids Barbecue. He's great. He's got his videos are long, but lots of times he'll put like up a secondary video in the corner, and so you'll see him, and then you'll see what he's doing. He's in Connecticut. Sorry, he's in Connecticut.
Oh, there's that.
Craig.
Yeah, that Behind the Garage guy. I've got to subscribe to his channel. I keep reading.
Craig, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Craig's a tough one to get.
I don't understand what he says most. He's at the start. He's so sort of, let's go.
He's from the United States, and I can't even understand the guy.
I thought he was from England.
Oh, New England.
Craig, you legend.
Craig.
Happy New Year.
Mate. You're fine. You're fine. Fat Kid said that his videos are long, but in reality, I mean, they're full of information. They really are. And I actually kind of like the dual camera setup because, like I said, it'd be like us sitting here, but up in the corner is a box that shows exactly what he's doing, and I think that's kind of a cool split screen on that. So
Yeah. Someone just asked before, what was it, Chef Sheila? What my favorite? Someone asked me my favorite band or something. What's this? Your favorite band? That's like asking me what my favorite channel is on YouTube. I mean, the
Dude's Kitchen.
Of course, but you just mentioned Santana. You mentioned Jimi Hendrix. I mean, man, for me, Black Sabbath from that era.
Oh yeah,
Deep Purple.
Are you talking about Ozzy era? Black Sabbath or before? Weren't they? Was he?
Yeah. Well, Ozzy and Dio, but fantastic, and I still listen to it to this day. I love it.
Yeah, I can listen to Hendrix and Santana, Steppenwolf. I mean, you're talking just this old acid rock stuff. I could listen to that all day. If there was an acid rock station, I would probably listen to it. Other than Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, I don't have 13 minutes of my day to sit down.
That is an awesome song.
It is. It really is. But man, if I was driving to work, then yes. Yeah.
You drink about 10 of them in that 13 minutes.
Exactly. So years ago, my best friend and I were in the next town over is called Eagle, and we were at a gas station picking up beer. And I was in a fraternity in college, the Teeks, and there was a guy whose car had broken down, and we recognized him as a local DJ who had DJ'd one of our parties. His name was Johnny Roller. And he was a fraternity brother, but I think he had dropped out. So my Flock of Seagulls, that's one of my favorite bands as well. Yes, Monica, thank you. Appreciate it. So anyhow, we took him to his house, and literally his house was gutted inside. He had lawn chairs, and this was a little tiny TV, and he had a bathroom with no door on it. He had been remodeling it, but my guess he'd probably been remodeling it for about 10 years. And he had a record collection. I mean, it was just stacks of records on the side. And the one he pulled out was Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. And we sat back and toked on whatever it is you toke on, and enjoyed. Exactly, not a clue. And that was one of that I really enjoyed In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida at that point.
Well, there you go. So you do enjoy it.
Exactly.
Slayer did a version of it. You could listen to that.
Oh, did they? Okay.
It's awesome. Yeah, they were very faithful to it, but it's a lot heavier.
Who's the drummer for? And I could see it for Smoking in the Boys' Room. Motley Crue. Who's the drummer for Motley Crue?
Oh yeah, he married
Pamela Anderson. Yeah. He did a version of 25 or 64 from Chicago.
Lee.
Yeah,
Tommy Lee.
He did 25 or 6-4, and I thought he did a great job on that. Shane, we got another Aussie in here. Oh my goodness!
And let me tell you about Shane, dude. Go to his channel and watch him. He's got an Aussie steak sandwich.
I love Shane's channel.
He was possibly the most authentic of all of the ones so far. Yep. And I actually forgot about it because he did it a while ago, and I'd seen it, but then I thought, hang on, didn't Shane do one? And I went and looked, and I watched it again. It was great. And he puts beetroot on it.
Does he? All right. I've got to do it. It is on my list. Tommy Lee. Yep, Tommy Lee. Yep, you were right, Marcel. So, yeah, he did a version of 25 or 64, and I thought, no horns, right? It's just screaming guitar and drums, and it was great.
Did you ever see that he did a reality like The Voice or one of those type shows with it was called Rockstar in Excess? Yes. Well, hang on. Yeah. There was that, and then they did a spin-off, and Tommy Lee was on the panel. I'm sure it was him. It was what was it? Rockstar Supernova, where they created it was like Tommy Lee, the dude from Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Maybe
Flea?
Jason. No. Dave Navarro,
Oh, I only know Flea.
guitarist.
Okay. I only
And
know Flea. He's the bass player.
Jason Newsted from Metallica. They put together a supergroup called Supernova, and they were looking for a singer. They did the same thing as In Excess, and they called it Rockstar Supernova. It was really good.
Right on.
Yeah, and so they did sort of auditions for all the singers, and they ended up winning and actually going on tour with them. It was good.
Cool. Sheila reminds us that Jill from Yester Kitchen has an interview from the guitar player from Dire Straits, and I just watched that
That's
earlier
right.
today.
She was speaking about that. I have to look at that. That was fascinating. She used to work with the guy, she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. She worked with
How
him
about
at
that?
Guitar Center. Yeah, Jill was amazing. I really enjoyed hanging out with Jill. Blind Grilling. Oh my goodness! I was just thinking about Blind Grilling the other day, saying I had not heard from Blind Grilling in forever. Charlie and I about a year ago did some Tuesday videos for him, and I just had not heard from him in forever. So it's good to see you, my friend out there. Thank you so much for showing up. Yeah.
I just was going through my subscribers the other day. Channels I realised I'm subscribed to Blind Grilling, but I haven't checked him out for a long time, so I've got to get around to going back over there. It's funny that, isn't it? You can, you meet people and you subscribe, and then it overtakes you,
Yep.
Yeah.
We got Laura online. Oh my goodness, everybody! Well, people are bored on a Saturday night, or in the future, a Sunday morning. Oh, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's all good.
What's the future hold for us, Patrick? What is the next 16 hours of hold for us?
Well, nothing changes here. It'll be more alcohol.
Okay.
But I'll try and do what I can with editing before I get too drunk.
There you go.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Don't ever post something on YouTube when you're drunk. Don't do that.
Oh, you should do that anyways, dude.
Don't do that. Always before you press send or whatever you publish or release or whatever.
You should do one of those tests, blow in there if you're 0.08 or more.
I don't need to worry about it always. I don't think I've been 0.0 for years.
Our local pub has this saying: for $1, you swipe your card and it pops out a thing, blow test. You can figure out.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Eric. How are you, nephew? Nephew's on.
Apparently, Eric's doing some sort of a beetroot video.
Is he?
See, it's catching on. It's going to become a phenomenon.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think, Patrick, this is our million view episode.
Yep.
The beetroot.
That's all I needed to do. Yeah. All I should have done is just open a tin of beetroot and eaten it, and I would have got 1 million views or something. Maybe I'll do that.
There you go. Just silent.
I've still got that tin.
All you have to do is this.
Yeah.
For 60 seconds, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, man.
Down, all the juice.
We should do that. We should do that like next weekend or the weekend after. Just do a simultaneous, like you throw yours up and then I throw mine up and just.
Not as in throw up, though.
Yeah, and at the end go, Patty Joe cooking, right? Or like the Dude's Kitchen. Oh my gosh. Hey, who is I get her last name is Carol, and she called us twin cousins. Every once in a while she'll comment on one of my videos. And she's a doctor, says Dr. So and so, twin cousin.
That's my mother.
That's your mom? Okay, that is so funny.
She commented, has she?
Yeah, she did. She's commented twice.
That's her.
That's so funny because, and I think I made the comment back to her years ago. I used to tease people when somebody would be on the phone. I was at a call center type job, although we didn't have to deal with the public. We had to deal with our own people. And if somebody called in, it was just a total jerk or whatever, we'd be like, hey, man, your twin cousin's calling in. He wants to talk to you. And it's just transfer the call, right? Blind transfer. And I remember Twin Cousin came from McHale's Navy, the movie back in
Oh,
'97,
yeah.
where Cheech Marin's like, "Oh no, man, that's my twin cousin," and it just kind of picked up from there. But so your mom's like made a comment about twin cousins, and it, I don't
Yeah, there
laugh.
you go. Yeah.
No, what a
Yeah,
sweet
that's
lady.
it.
She does
That's it.
music. She does music
Oh,
because I
yeah,
checked her channel.
she's a right. I mean, she was a folk. She's made records, albums. She's done folk. She's into folk music, Scottish and Irish,
Okay,
big time. And she plays a lot of that stuff on her show. And she's made CDs. She's very talented. Yeah,
how cool
like I
is that?
say, I'm definitely adopted. There's no chance that I'm related to someone that intelligent. It can't be possible. I mean, maybe it skips a generation. I don't know.
There you go. It'd be like, do you guys get Young Sheldon there? The series, like Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Yeah, where his two siblings are just dumb as stumps, and he's like super intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother is, he's the one he's a half brother actually, but I don't look at it that way. He's got his master's in genetic engineering and that, and he's super smart. But if you just talk to the guy, you think, what a dumbass he is. But man, he knows his
Don't
shit.
underestimate. Yeah,
exactly. Don't judge a book by its cover.
He's not the one in Alaska, is he?
He is, yeah.
Alaska.
You just talk to him, and he just talks the slang, and he talks the shit, and you're just like, if I didn't know any better, I would think you were just living under a bridge, dude.
Yeah, that's the one thing about people, man. Don't ever assume until you get to know them.
It was like when we were.
Do you know? I tell you, my mother. Put it this way. You would never know that she's got a PhD because she doesn't go around calling herself doctor. She's entitled to.
Sure. Absolutely. And she's a real doctor too.
I told her to do that because it's the trade-off. She took her 20 years to get the PhD. Let people know. I mean, be proud of it. She doesn't, and I think she should. But there's an example you never know with her that she's got a PhD.
Yeah. So, what made your folks move to Australia?
My mother came out here when she was 16 as a ward of the state, they called it, on the ship. And my dad followed her out afterwards. They were childhood sweethearts.
That was the way my great-grandparents were.
Yeah.
Moved from Kansas to Idaho, exact same way.
They lived in just the slums of Glasgow, just poverty, and I think they were looking for a fresh start, basically.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. So, they came out here, and the rest is history,
Yeah, that's great, dude. That's a great story, actually.
Just because a man could have easily been moving to America or something, but for some reason, I think there was incentives at the time to move to Australia. The government were offering, they needed people, because there's hardly any people here,
It's all around the coast, isn't it? And it's just that eastern coast, right?
Yeah.
What's on the western side? I mean, I know there's got to be towns over there, but
there's a Western Australia, which we've only got. See, imagine if North America only had 6 states instead of 50. That's Australia. We've got 6 states, and Western Australia, which is our biggest state, it's nearly 4 times the size of Texas.
Holy shit!
Think about that.
Yeah, there you go, Texas.
The people just live in the very southern little corner of it. There's only about a couple of million of them, and the rest is just desert, man.
Desert.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
huge, vast country, this place. And no one here. Everyone, as you say, they're all on the coast.
Gotcha. So your parents.
If you were in Melbourne, you would think you were. I mean, it's very built up. We're all crammed in together, but you don't realise how big the country is.
Yeah. Your parents, did they move from Glasgow to Melbourne, or did they move around a little bit in Australia?
No, they straight to Melbourne, and they never left.
Okay, that's cool, dude. I've always wanted to go to Australia, man. It's definitely a bucket list.
You'll be here, man. You'll be here.
Oh yeah, I will.
I just have to pay off the police first.
Yeah, I told my wife, I go.
If you just look the other way, will you?
I told my wife, we were talking just yesterday. I go, man, we really got to go visit Patrick I mean, we'll have a place to stay. All that. So all we do is fly down there and back, and pay for his food while we're there. And she goes,
Uh,
"How much trouble are you guys going to get into?"
I'm not sure you'll have a place to stay, mate. You do
Yeah,
realise
I'll probably have to sleep on the floor, and she'd sleep on a chair. All
doesn't
right, I'll
sound like
find
much fun,
something.
man.
I'll find something. Jeez,
No, I'll
deflated
tell you
my
what,
balloon.
I'll buy a couple of bunk beds. How about that? We'll do it that way.
Just buy an air
But
mattress.
I'm
I'll
on
buy
top.
an air mattress
I'm on top.
from.
All right?
Okay. I just buy an air mattress and have it on Amazon Australia and have it shipped to your house.
Yeah. We'll work something out.
We went traveling with a friend 7 years ago to Disneyland for her birthday, and we slept on a lot of air mattresses. So,
Well, I can tell you the one other place in the world I want to go to is Alaska. I fantasize about that joint.
when we get closer, it's usually about 3 or 4 months out. I make the decision. This year, because of COVID, we didn't do it. But Alaska is such a different place. Where we go, it's not Alaska proper because you don't get 10 feet of snow. And when we go, it's the middle of October, and it's always, every time I've gone, it's been beautiful.
Oh, well, there's no fun in 10 feet of snow, is there, when you're.
Exactly. And we go to this little remote island called Little Raspberry. Just Google Kodiak Island, right?
I think you talked about this before, and I did, and it looks glorious.
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Mm.
But to the northwest of Kodiak, if you follow the coastline, you'll find an island called called Raspberry. We stay on an island called Little Raspberry, and my brother's boss has a couple acres there, and he's got 3 cabins and a Russian banya. And all I do is I buy him booze and food and gas for his boat. And then we helped him when we were there last year. We helped him move, 2019. We helped him move 3 or 4 cords of wood on a Sunday. Big deal. It took us like 2 hours. The rest of the time, we're just sitting around drinking beer and eating and fishing. It's really all we did.
Yeah. And isn't that the beauty of it, that you've getting away like that? There's no distractions. You just
none whatsoever.
Put down the phone. Forget YouTube. Just
Well, there's no internet there.
Beautiful. That's what you want, because it's almost necessary. Because if you've got internet there, you're going to be tempted. I'll just check.
Yeah, correct. Now, good night, Eric. Thank you for stopping by. Jeff has a satellite phone. If there's exactly, but
like
you won't see him on it.
You might run out of alcohol.
We did actually. Yeah. Our first night there, we way underestimated the alcohol. So we got back to this place called Anton Larson Bay and made my son go into town and pick up smokes and beer. we went fishing. And while he was gone, we had this humpback whale come by. I mean, literally like 20 feet away from us, and comes out of the water. It's like, holy crap, man. Most gorgeous thing I'd ever seen, man. And we go back and we tell him about it. He's like, "You assholes, maybe go back and get."
Marcel's leaving. See, Marcel.
Bye, Marcel. Thank you so much.
Harry Potter.
Yep. Or as I like to call it, Larry Potter.
Mm.
My father-in-law, years ago, we were at his place. Nice guy, it really is. He's a little hard of hearing, and we were watching. I was sitting there reading a book, and it was Christmas time, and my niece was there, and she's like watching Harry Potter. And my father-in-law comes in and goes, "What are you watching?" She goes, "Harry Potter." And he goes, "Larry Potter." So I've called it Larry Potter ever since.
Fair enough. It's a better name anyway.
It is. I like Larry Potter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That guy's a survivor. He had a heart attack this last year and died for 20 minutes. My brother-in-law just had retired from the Army. My father-in-law.
Really?
And and he's in Alaska, so there's 50-50 chance he'll come down too with his. He's a cool guy, But he happened to be there on the family farm helping out, and he had to run in from the field and do chest compressions for 20 minutes until
Jesus.
the paramedics got there. And he's alive today. You know, he's doing strong, going strong. So
That's great.
yeah, it was.
Can I just break in and say something? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah, Rob.
Yep.
Happy New Year, mate.
Yay, Rob.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness. What you drinking? I'm drinking Tito's and Pepsi. Come on, Patrick. Tell us what you're drinking.
Water at the moment.
Loser.
Well, I've got to do some driving a bit later on, so
Oh, gotcha.
you know, so boring, isn't it?
It is. It is. Good night, Blind Grilling. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Appreciate it. I look forward to seeing what you have on YouTube shortly. He's got great videos, and for a guy who's legally blind, I mean, he's out there. Just,
Yep.
you know, he was doing it. It's like, damn, that's awesome. And his daughter was helping him. I think that they were in a car accident or something, and it kind of slowed him down for a bit. But
Well,
you know, that's when Charlie and I stepped in and helped him out. He had a series that was like Tuesday shorts or something like that, and I did an egg one, and Charlie did a thing on mushrooms.
cool.
Yeah,
But have you checked out his latest one, that sandwich that he made?
I have not. It is on my list.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh,
I am
man.
jealous of Rob's little his shack out back. I wouldn't say little, but his like grill shack out back. Oh my God, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, he's got a great setup, but it hasn't happened overnight. He's built it up, you know. And I think I don't know if you've still got some renovating to do. You said you were going to put a new roof on it or something. Can't remember, but it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mama Z, she's doing great. Thank you for asking. She is feeling better and better every day. So
That's good.
yeah, we're getting ready to this spring. We're going to put in a bar and a gas grill on our patio, and then we're going to cover it. You know, cover the patio completely. Good. And I'll move in there, and that's where I'll be doing. So it'll replace what I have now for the most part. But the way I think I have it designed, I'll still be able to have my round Blackstone or the Cuisinart there, as well as my smoker. And then I'll have like the bar in front of me and maybe off to the side. And then I'll have like a gas grill in the back, so I can do everything right in there and do all my filming.
Well, let me know as soon as that's complete. Because that's where I'll be sleeping. So just don't forget the hammock. I want a hammock. Just put a hammock. So
that's a great idea.
Just swing over and get another beer.
I like that idea. That's great, because I have that outside fridge, and I could just put it you know.
I've thought this through, man. I've thought this through.
Put a string on it, with a spring, and then when you swing one way, it opens. No, it'd have to be ass backwards.
Oh, no.
You swing in, and the door opens.
We'll work it out. Don't worry.
You've got pulleys. A pulley system will fix that. So yeah, that's what that's our plans for this spring, and then we're going to do the redo the front end, the front of the house as well.
Nice.
So
you would say you've got yeah, Rob, hell yeah, on the hammock, man. That's what Rob should get in his thing, a hammock. He could sit back on the hammock and drink. And hell yeah. So you've got no plan. Obviously, then it sounds like you've got no plans of moving anytime soon.
No.
You're happy where you are?
I'll either die here or in Melbourne. One of the two.
It'll be Melbourne. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm all for that.
Just buy a one-way ticket, man.
Just buy a one-way ticket. I like it. Just
You'll end your years in an Australian prison. They're not like American prisons. They're pretty comfortable.
Yeah, they're like Four Seasons resorts.
Oh yeah, better.
There we go. I like it better. Yeah, I like it. And if I come visit you, I probably would.
Oh, no doubt about it. I'll be in the cell next year, so it'll be all right. Yeah, you get your hour a day recreation. We could go out and shoot the hoops or something. I don't know what they do.
Do they allow beer in there?
Well, they will if we're in there.
Yeah, exactly. You have
You pay the
You're like-
guards.
Like here, they have toilet wine. That's just wrong, dude.
Where did you learn that from, Uncle Pickles?
No, exactly. No, actually, I was watching Cobra Kai on Netflix,
Oh, okay.
and they talked about toilet wine yesterday when we were watching. That just sounds bad.
That's not natural, man. Not natural.
No,
I think
I'm
even an alcoholic like me would sober up pretty quick, I reckon.
yeah, that's something I don't even want to Google. You know,
No.
let's Google toilet. No, let's not.
No. I don't want to know.
On my chicken fried video, I actually Googled why they call them chicken fried steaks, and I was kind of surprised. A 10x9 grilling pad. That's cool.
Mm.
That's cool. I was surprised. You know why they call them chicken fried steaks? You ever had chicken fried steak?
Of course.
Yeah. You
Delicious.
know why they call it that? It's the
always-
coating. It's the coating.
Well, that's
Because
what I
you coat
assumed.
it like
Yeah.
a chicken. Yeah, I always thought maybe
like it's a chicken schnitzel or something. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
beef.
like,
That's what I figured.
but it's one of the best dishes out there, man.
See, I'm an Australian and I knew that.
Yeah. See, I'm an
Dude.
American. I didn't know that. I've made them 100 times, but
I tell you what, I've done a video on, but I did a poor man's version because I saw there's a big channel. Forget the name of it. I saw him do it, a chef, and it's just hamburger meat. You've probably seen it done. It's the same except it's just a massive hamburger patty, and you coat it and deep fry it, and the gravy and all that's really good.
Huh.
Yeah,
Because it's
poor
fried
man's
like
fried steak.
yeah, but put some potato chips over it.
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar chips. You know what? Just for you, I might try that.
I'll send you the link to. I forget the name of the channel. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and it was delicious looking. I mean, and this guy, I think he's up in Connecticut or something, and
Okay.
he's got a restaurant, and he put a ton of chili in it. Oh, mate, it's delicious. And here's something I just thought I've got to make this, and I did, and it was really good. Highly recommended, my friend, and it's deep fried. Well, not deep fried, but it's
There you go. Jerry Ellen has an idea: chicken fried bologna. That actually sounds kind of cool.
yeah.
I like fried bologna. So I made my chicken fried steak thing, and I totally forgot. And I kept thinking while I'm doing this video, I'm forgetting something. What the hell am I forgetting? And I'm looking at my notes because my notes are right here. And for whatever reason, I mean, I even have flour mix here, right? And blah, blah, blah. Totally forgot the gravy. And you know what? It worked. It was so good without the gravy.
What do you mean? You got to have the gravy. Man.
I didn't need it. I put some Tabasco on it, man. It was rocked. But that's one of the things I got to go back and re-edit.
That's
So-
not right.
I know. So I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow.
You're a rule breaker, man.
I know.
You're a
Hey,
rule breaker.
I'm living on the edge. So
See,
I've got to
now-
go back to the grocery store tomorrow and buy some cube steak. And
You're the type of guy, you go into a fish and chip shop here and say, and I don't want beetroot on the sandwich, and you'd get
I get kicked out. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Totally. So when you
look at Rob, salt and vinegar chips rock.
yes, they do. Yes, they do, Rob. You keep talking about them, Rob.
Asked me about 4 months ago, and I would have agreed with you. Jesus.
You keep talking about that, Rob, because they do. There ain't nothing better.
And I know they do. I've got to get over the psychological. I've been in therapy over it.
Ketchup chips. You been in therapy? Yeah, beer therapy. Beer therapy. I can see you in beer therapy.
Ketchup chips. It wasn't there. I saw Papa Texas do a review of ketchup chips. They were from Canada. Oh, Jerry Ellen's from Canada, isn't she?
Ketchup chips. I've never heard of that.
Papa Texas did a friend of his from somewhere in Canada sent him some ketchup chips, and he liked them. They said they tasted like
Interesting.
ketchup. Yeah.
Huh. I've never heard of a ketchup chip. My sister lives in Canada, and I've visited her many a time. Never heard of it.
we had they did a run here of Vegemite cheese and Vegemite chips. Oh, delicious!
Cheese and Vegemite chips.
Oh,
That
beautiful.
actually sounds really good, dude.
Oh,
That
let me show
does.
you this. Let me show you this.
Okay. So my sister lives in BC, so maybe that's why. They do have a Tom Hortons. Tim Hortons. Sorry. Tim Hortons. I don't know where Tom Horton came from. They have a Tim Hortons there. Vegemite and cheese. Interesting.
Delicious, man. Delicious.
I could see that. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're like these little sort of biscuit snack things. And they're all in the shapes of Australia. And I've used them in a video once. I crushed them up and used them as a crumb. But these are, I'll find one of the, here we go. There's one like in the shape of Australia.
Doesn't have Tasmania.
Sorry. Yeah, it does actually.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's funny, dude.
I'll find one here. It's all falling on the floor. There's definitely Tasmania in here somewhere.
That's funny. So it's a Vegemite and cheese. So you just Vegemite cheese mix and you just dip it in there? Hit Mama Z, what the hell is Vegemite anyways? Explain to Mama Z what Vegemite is, Patrick, because I like it. I was very surprised. Laura's back. Laura's back.
Hey, Laura. Well, Vegemite is it's a sandwich spread, really.
So it's a sandwich spread, and you don't have to refrigerate it either. It's, yeah. I have your cousin of that here at home.
No, that's a product where if there was a nuclear holocaust, you could still eat it afterwards.
Yeah, I could see that. I think, when I first got mine off Amazon, I smelled it, and I thought, okay. I thought beef broth is what it kind of smelled like to me.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But it's a yeast, right? It's a yeast product, correct? Yeah, it's actually really good. I was very surprised when I did the butter Vegemite glaze. Excuse me. I tried it and I went, damn, this is actually really good.
Carol's here. Hi, Carol, from Glorious Life on Wheels.
Oh my goodness, Gloria. Gloria. Hello, Gloria. Carol, how are you? Thank you for showing up. Yeah, I was very impressed with Vegemite. So, and I will use it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Rob knows beer has yeast as well. That's why Vegemite is good, mate, because it's just like beer.
There you go. Hey, if it works, it works, right?
I use it in, I'll always just, if I'm making, say, a bolognese sauce, anything like that, I'll chuck, a teaspoon of it in, it just blends in.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Nice.
You wouldn't put the whole, you've got to use it sparingly, like you would if it was, say, a beef, the beef stock cubes.
Mm-hmm.
They're concentrated. It's the same as this. You wouldn't use, a whole jar of it or anything. That's silly.
Yeah.
But
no, with the butter and I think it was thyme that I put in there, or either thyme or rosemary. I always get those two mixed up, but it was fine. Yeah, okay. It was really good because it did come through, and it just complemented. It complemented the steak very well.
Yeah.
Chuck it in. Rob wants you to say chuck it in again.
Chuck it in, mate. Chuck it in. Chuck it in is another sort of phrase for I'm giving up. I can't be bothered.
Okay.
Chuck this YouTube in, mate. Can't stand it anymore. Too much hard work. Here we go.
Tasmania. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. You got it all. What more can you ask for? That's
Nothing.
Great Barrier Reef in there.
Wait a
minute. That's underwater. Never mind.
I'm getting thirsty, man.
Should
I do it? Should I get a beer?
You got to drive later, dude. You got to see all your ladies later. You want to be sober for it.
Oh, yeah.
So, are the crackers, are they like cheese crackers or something? Or do they,
Yeah.
Okay. And you just dip them in Vegemite? What?
Well, I mean, you've seen me. They already taste like Vegemite and cheese, but they'd be
Oh,
good
okay.
with a dip. Like I don't know, some sort of a dip. That'd be good.
Okay. I can see it as a dip. Absolutely.
No, but
No,
to dip, you dip, using them to dip in, like into, I don't know, some sort of a cheese dip or something.
Yeah,
Be
I
good.
wouldn't want to put my whole chip in it, but because it is very concentrated, very powerful. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's cool. No, I was very impressed with Vegemite, and like I said, I look forward to trying it again. So, where are you off to today? Anywhere fun?
No, not really. I'm not even really sure. I haven't even spoken to the boss yet. She's just because every Sunday, what I do is I plan for the week, do the rosters and things for the.
For your job.
I'm
Gotcha.
just waiting to hear from her, so
Gotcha.
see what's going on. But things are a bit strange at the moment because of the year we've had, and we've got we've got work coming in, but we can't get staff. So we need you to come over and do some cleaning, dude.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Are you any good though? Can you clean properly?
No, my wife is really good at cleaning.
Well, okay then. But she probably wouldn't want to come to Australia.
Oh, she'd love to, man.
Would she?
Go over it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyone out there, if you want to come, we've got a job. You can do some cleaning.
That's the way it is here too. I mean,
can't get staff.
Yeah, we're the same boat. I mean, we have a new grocery store coming in, and they can't hire people for it. It's just like
why
they
not?
can't. Everybody's employed here for the most part, or they, even with COVID, the local pubs, everybody still has a job.
I think a lot of it here, a lot of it to do in the hospitality and stuff here. The restaurants can't get staff because normally it's, to be honest with you, it's those sort of jobs usually are done by students, international students, and we don't have Hispanics. There's none here.
Yeah, we have the Hispanics. The Mexicans.
Australians don't want to do that sort of work.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was a kid, we're talking like the 70s, we used to pick grapes and corn and all that kind of shit. But by the time the late 80s and 90s rolled around, the Hispanics, right? So I have several friends who are, you would call them Hispanics, but they consider themselves Mexican. And it's almost a derogatory term, unfortunately, but it's not, because that's who they are. So the Hispanics or the Mexicans do it here.
Yeah.
They do the corn, they do the cleaning, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, job's a job. That's how I look at it. If I needed a job, shit, I'd work at McDonald's, man. Until I found something.
That was my first job, working at McDonald's when I was 15.
I'm still with my first job after 35 years. I started with Albertsons grocery store chain, worked my way up through management. And then when Gene got sick for the second time, I stepped down. And then I went to corporate office in 2000, and I've done IT for the corporate office ever since. Now, we've been bought out twice since then, but still, I'm with the same company technically. Yeah. First job was Arby's. I mean, you know what? I've known back in the 90s, I knew people, they come into the store, they were managers for McDonald's back in the 90s making $40,000 a year. That was a chunk of change back in the 90s, early 90s. Think about what they got to be making now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or as an owner, a lot of those guys end up becoming owners or part owners in a franchise. There's bank. But, we have a local grocery store chain called Ridley's. And in our little town of Star, Idaho, they've got a one going in their latest store, and they can't find help.
Yeah, there you go. Rob's first job was Arby's.
Yeah, and Mama Z's was Taco Mayo.
There you go. See, a lot of these fast food chains are great for kids. Like McDonald's was great as a kid, learning how to, just because they're very regimented with what they do.
Correct.
And it was a great little job for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I started I was bakery cleanup boy. That was my first job, making $3.55 an hour. I
Yep.
cleaned the bakery, I cleaned produce, and the deli every day, 5 days a week. That was my job. And then at some point, I started making cookies in the bakery. And then I went to a dairy clerk, and then started working nights and just moved my way up through the ranks. And
then, yeah.
here I am
And then you
doing
start
IT.
a channel, man.
Then I started a YouTube channel.
Who knew?
One thing led to another, man.
Who knew? Eh?
I look back at, like I said, I always wanted two things: was a cooking show and a talk show.
Yeah.
And when I first started the Dude's Kitchen, it was the Dude's Kitchen versus the Dude's Kitchen Grill. And my best friend was my cameraman for a long time. And then I started doing it in the summertime. I started doing it during the week, and so I had to learn how to film on my own. And I just kind of took it from there. And I was like, I talked to him the other day. We still talk all the time, and it's just like, I don't need, right now I know how to do it by myself now.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah.
still working on lighting. I'm still working on sound, because I've come inside because it's too damn cold outside. And the mic I have is a boom mic, and it doesn't work too well inside. So now I have a lapel coming tomorrow, so I'll switch to the lapel.
Okay. Good.
But the lighting I've really been working on. I have a boom that I can, it goes across, comes up, comes across, that I can stick my camera on. So this year I've got some angles that are like straight down. I'm not sure I like them, but it kind of slows things down a little bit for the filming, but it's a good thing as well. It makes me slow down and think. But I am doing on Monday Birria tacos.
Ooh.
Birria, whatever the hell they are.
Birria, I know what you mean.
I can't pronounce it, but I can make them.
I think Lep did a video.
Lep did video. Yep.
Yeah.
And so I will. It'll make me. I'm really looking forward to it. It's all inside. Looking forward to it. Tomorrow I'm taking the day off. I'm not filming anything because I have to work on Tuesday. I have to work the next 7 days, and I'm off. But there you have it. That's me in a nutshell, Patrick.
Well, I just saw Carol said her first job was McDonald's, and
a lot of people McDonald's.
Yeah. Rob's got some stories. Can I tell you a McDonald's story, right?
Please do.
But when I first started, it was 500 years ago, and now they have all the grills are automated so that you put the meat on the grill, or at least here, the same in America, I suppose, and they bring down another grill on top so that you cook them both sides at once. But back in the old days, they didn't have that. They just had a flat top grill. So you used to have flip the burgers, right? And we'd get really busy, and you'd do 6 quarter pounders, then 12 of the little patties, and you'd be flipping them constantly. And it was all this. One night, I got distracted, and when you turned them, you used to have to sear them. You got this big searing thing, and push down to sear them.
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
I got distracted, dude. I looked the other way, and I seared my hand.
Oh God!
And not just a little bit. I went. You could have heard me scream from 5. I was horrendous.
Oh.
People rushing everywhere. They called an ambulance. My father rushed in. Oh yeah. My hand was out. I was lucky. I was really lucky because they rushed me to hospital, and my hand was out to here. It was just. I'll never forget. Oh man, the pain. Jesus.
Do you still have the marks from it, or?
No.
No, they went away.
No.
No, like crazy 3rd-degree burns or anything.
Horrible, man.
That
was horrible. These days, if that happened, you could probably get sued.
Correct. Yeah. 1999, they left on their own 90 seconds. Huh. Oh my goodness! I just learned what a community page is. LOL. So much I'm still learning. First 30 videos didn't know about tag. Yeah, tags are very important, so they say, but I don't know. I thought my pork chop was going to do awesome, and I'm seeing all these views come in, but it's had 13 views in 2 hours. So it must be the Vegemite that's rocking right now. So, I mean, it is.
I'm not sure about, man. You hear from what I've read, they say they're not really all that important.
Tags?
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 thing, I guess. I don't know. Do you use tags?
Nah, I was, and then I just read that and I thought I'll stop using it and see if there's any difference. No one watches anyway, so, you know.
Yeah.
I might try using them again, but then it says in the thing there that if you use it excessively, they might, you're not supposed to put 5 million tags in the box there. You don't go silly with it.
Yeah, I only put like 10 in there. But
Okay.
I bet if I looked up shorts right now, my video wouldn't even be in there. See, Mama Z says she uses tags, and she's had some short videos that are really rock. So I don't know.
Might be worth trying again. Maybe I'll try with a few and see if it makes any difference. I don't know, but I think at the end of the day, it's a lottery. There's a million different factors. A lot of it's just luck. Like with my one I told you about on the Pringles, the satay Pringles review.
Yeah.
It got me like 400 subscriptions. I mean, if I'd put that out a week later, nothing would have happened. Or
Correct.
even, it was just pure timing.
Mm-hmm.
And just a fluke, because I shouldn't be at 1,000 subscribers now. There's no way I should be.
Yeah.
But I am.
But are you getting the views for 1,000 subscribers? I have 12, just shy of 1,300. And,
Oh, no one watches my stuff, man.
Yeah, I look at my stats, and it's like, so the Vegemite, and 70% of it is non-subscribers. Actually, almost 80%. You're just like, yeah, it's okay. Mama Z says she maxes her tags out. Okay. Yeah, it's all about that SEO.
Yep.
I usually run about 65 to 75 on my SEO, but it's just like what I look at it. So I'll look at the tags, right? And I'll go, what tags work, what don't? And they'll say, so I have TubeBuddy, and you look at it, and it's like, well, you'll get this, you'll be great for this. And I'll look at it and go, Or it'll say you'll be really crappy at this, but the hits on this are through the roof, and you're just like, so sometimes I'll be like number 2 or 3 on a video that that I shouldn't be, and sometimes I'll be not even on there, and vice versa. It's just it's crazy.
I think with it certainly helps. Like with that one before I told you about the egg salad sandwich on Arizona Kitchen, that's got 1,000. He's got it's going through the roof. That's short. I think it obviously helps if it's specifically about something. I mean, a lot of the stuff I do is it's ambiguous, So I think it's more a case of YouTube probably doesn't know what the heck to do or how to classify what I do.
Yeah.
Unless I do the occasional thing that's specifically a recipe like people want to watch,
Yeah. But then again, it's like, so I Googled the other day January recipes, and it's like it was all over the board. Is it health food? Is it comfort food, or what?
What did you do?
I Googled January recipes about a week ago, trying to figure out what would be good, and it's like health food came up, comfort food came up, outdoor barbecuing is like, what the hell?
Look, you've just got to be.
Yeah. You just throw one out there and hope it works.
Well, I told you my classic is Feature Man. He's an old Hollywood guy, got a channel, and he did a video 10 years ago on how to eat a watermelon. Yeah, and he just sits there eating a watermelon. Yeah. 10 years later, it goes viral, and he's got about 10 million views on it now.
I remember Jared saying
he has no idea why. He couldn't even remember the video.
Oh, gotcha. I remember Jared saying that, Frack Daddy saying that his Thanksgiving video from last year in 2018 No, 2019 finally took off in 2020. I was like, what the hell? How?
Look, Rob's idea, and I know Craig's the same. I think all the people here are much the same. Is that we're just, if you get too caught up in that, your head will explode because you sit
Correct.
there. Do you know what I don't even like when you go to your channel? I wish there was some way I could turn off that I didn't see how many subscribers I've got as soon as I go to the dashboard.
Oh,
I,
gotcha.
I try not to look at it because I just think it's like watching a paint dry. You know, you think, oh, I've just gone down 2 subscribers. You know.
I don't worry so much about the subscribers now that I've hit 1,000.
Well, neither do I. But I just,
It's all about the views.
We're all here having fun, and if something happens, if it takes off, and I think it's the case too a lot of the time where people, if they think you're a big channel, then it's just like anything. Oh, they must be good because they've got a lot of subscribers, and so
yeah, that's true.
More subscribers, I don't know, you know.
Oh, but there's 2 trains of thought there. Some, you notice a lot of people turn their subscribers off, so you can't see what they got.
Yeah.
And then they'll go out there and not buy views, but they'll do advertisements for views, and all of a sudden their views are just like through the roof.
Yeah.
And that'll make, oh God, they got to have a boatload of subscribers because they had 10,000 views on this. Well, that's because they basically bought them.
It just seems so pointless. I don't understand. I mean, what is the point of doing that? Because ultimately, if you're in it for the long haul, it's like anything. You want people that really enjoy what you do to watch what you do.
It's like Rob said earlier. It's having fun. Sheila wants to know if any of us are going to get on the Kitchen Queers meatball collaboration. I was thinking about it.
What's that? I haven't heard about that.
Do you know the Kitchen Queers, Mitch and?
I love Mitch.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. They have a collaboration out there for meatballs that they just announced.
Right.
It was just today.
Haven't heard. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of tossing it around. I don't know.
The thing with collabs is you got to be. I got asked to do one, for example, just sort of at around early December. And I was really interested in it, and I had to say no because I'd already committed to. Did one with Risa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was another one with this guy Tazdaz, and I just knew. And what with Christmas and everything coming up, because once you commit to it, it's all, look, you're under pressure. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
You got to get it up there. You got to get it out there. Whereas if it's your own video, it's no pressure. You can put it out whenever you want.
Correct.
So if you're going to do a collab, you got to be sure you got the time. It's just time, man. It's time.
Yeah, it is.
But they've done a few good collabs. One very early on they did. I can't remember. It was really good, but I was too new then. It was just sort of when I started. I became aware of them very quickly.
That's a channel I'm surprised is not. Sorry, my goatee's driving me nuts. I have a scar right here, and so the hair doesn't grow very well. So it looks like devil horns. I'm surprised they're not monetized.
Little secret dude.
When I was 5 or 6, I jumped off a pool and I spun around and hit. Boom.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, exactly. And so I have this scar right here. Oh. And the hair won't grow there. Everything else just grows like crazy. And this is 2 years, literally 2 years worth of growth right in the middle. Just under it. So I'll have to cut these, shave these back. It starts driving me nuts. So I'm surprised they're not monetized, Mitch and Philip.
I'm sure they will be soon because they do a lot of live streams and everything. But I think YouTubers might be doing something about live. Have you noticed any problems with your analytics or anything doing the live streams?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
No. Why? What's going on?
Oh, no, I've just heard from other people that are doing it that it's not, they're not getting the watch. It's just not working for them. And I'm wondering if YouTube's doing sort of fiddling around with that sort of thing because there's a lot of people doing the live streams now,
Correct. Yeah, who knows?
And I just think, is it something to do with, if you put up a live stream that's 4 hours long or something, YouTube thinks, well, that's no good to us because no one's going to watch that. We can't advertise on that.
I know
don't
at 12 hours they cut it.
know. That's understandable.
Yeah. Well, when they did the thing for Josh, the Joshathon or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
Rob from Mr. Homeowner, he had to cut it at 11 hours, 45
Right.
minutes, and then they restarted it.
Restart. Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
YouTube starts to seem like I back up. Yeah, I'm there with you, Bill. I just enjoy cooking. I enjoy the people I've met. Just hanging out.
To me, it's a game. To me, it's just a game at the moment. But if I'm like, if it ever gets to the point where it's a drug, just dragging my feet and it's a job,
Yeah, that's the way I was in the summertime. It got to the point for me. I just became too much,
yeah,
and so that's why I put my daughter in front of the camera and me behind.
right.
That and Gene's business was just rocking, and I was doing wedding videos and stuff like that on the weekends, and I couldn't keep up. But it was easier for me. It's easier for me to edit and film, to direct and produce, than it is to actually be up front and do all that. I just didn't have the time. So
Yeah. I just noticed Carol's been saying a few things, and her channel, I love her channel because it's, especially with the cooking shape of her interviews, with other RVs and stuff. She's great at the interview thing, very sort of natural on screen, and she's gone well over 10,000 subscribers now, which is great. And she's just said it's definitely her job, which is fair enough because. But if that's what you want, it's hard. It's just hard work. That's all. There's no way around it.
correct, and that's why Jill is the same way. That's Jill's job.
Well, and I think that's the big channels, the ones that do get big. That even if I don't like them all, I do respect them because I know how hard it is. It's like starting a business.
Correct.
You tell me a business that you can start a small business now that doesn't require monster effort and 24 hours a day. You run your own business, man. You don't sleep.
No, you don't. That's why Gene in her photography, she has a 40-hour week job, and then on top of that, she does the photography, and but it's something that she loves, right? And she makes great cash on it. Yeah. And YouTube is something that I love. I would love to turn it into my full-time job. Why not? Who wouldn't? But at the end of the day, I don't see that happening. But you never know, right?
You're best not to. Yeah, do it for the fun of it. Work hard at it if you have the time. I say, but just be careful of that burnout syndrome. That's the thing, because that can ruin it for you. So the last thing you want is to turn it into something you don't like.
Yeah, and that's where I was at. I hit that last summer. But fortunately, I was able to change gears and put my daughter in front. And that's when my channel grew, is when I put my daughter in front of the camera. It's just went through the roof. All right, Mama Z, good night. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Bye. Bye, Mama Z. Yeah, that did definitely work to your advantage.
Yeah. But will I have her again? Probably. It's just.
That had an interest, and it was even more interesting that it was not meat related. It was all vegetarian, vegan dishes.
No.
Whoa, the dude's
the whole
kitchen,
thing. The dude's kitchen's gone vegan. What?
But it was good, and everything she did was great.
Yeah, she was. She even at Thanksgiving, she came over here for a little bit. She wouldn't touch meat.
No,
she bought her own vegetarian thing.
Well, cool. If vegetarian food is good food, I wouldn't miss meat either. It's just that you get a lot of it that it's not that good.
You get but I think that's part of the challenge, right? She did it. She made it.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, good night, Jerry Ellen. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate it. That was part of the challenge, is turning that dish, whatever it was, into something that is tasty. She brought up some good points. I thought, she would go to a barbecue or whatever, and the only thing she could eat was salad, or not even potato salad sometimes, because it had something. I mean, even Uncle Steve's Shake is not vegetarian.
Right. So there you go. It rules out 90% of what you can eat.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy. That's for sure.
So, but the food she made, I mean, she worked on these things, like the jackfruit that she did, like a pulled pork. I mean, oh my God, that was good.
Mm.
You know, but it was a struggle to find barbecue sauce that fit into what she wanted to do.
Mm.
You know, so
Yeah, and that's funny. You got that surge of subscribers just around the same time. Just maybe a week or two before my thing.
correct.
I remember. I can remember that coming to your video, and you're like, yeah, "What the heck?" You had 6. In fact, you posted something the day before on Facebook. Oh, I've got 700 or something.
Yeah,
600. Isn't this great? And all of a sudden, what does he mean 700? He's got 1,200.
yeah. Within about 3 weeks, I went from 700 to 1,100, and I'm just like, what in the hell just happened? It was fast. It literally was, and I'm just like, this makes no sense to me.
Good night, Sheila. Thank you so much.
Good night, Sheila. Thank you.
Stay away
Take care
from
of those
stairs,
arms.
Sheila.
Yeah, stay away,
No
please.
stairs.
Yeah,
Please.
it blew me away, and then it just went. But now that I think about it, as soon as I took my daughter, quit doing her series, it went like this. It went,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. You really need to put the makeup on, dude. Get something happening there.
Yeah, Grumpus on Fire, Bill. He's going to be on the show this month. This
Oh,
month
cool.
is it next month? I don't know. Bill, it's on my other laptop, and I have it shut off right now. It's my.
I've just remembered. Remember, I was telling you earlier that we're talking about those nachos I did.
Mhm.
It was Grumpus. That's I was going to do. I had just seen his enchilada video where he did.
Oh yeah.
Over roast beef, and then I'm like, and I said, I'm doing that. I'm doing that, and I ended up coming home with nachos. I'll do it though, because that looked great. Yeah.
February 3rd. Yep. Okay, you're right. You're right, Bill. Sorry.
Grumpus on Fire is another channel that I've only just recently subscribed to. I'm looking at his stuff, and this is fantastic.
I love his stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait for that interview. When's Rob going on your show, mate?
I don't know. I should have him on there.
Yeah,
I think it was golf, Rob. Clearly, you're not a golfer. He goes, clearly, you don't play tennis, mate. I think it was golf. Somebody made they said the shrimp really tied that recipe together on the surf and turf with Vegemite. The shrimp really tied this recipe together. Hello, dude.
Do you know I'd never tried Vegemite with seafood, so I'm going to have to try that with shrimp or anything.
It worked good.
I can't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah, it was a part of that butter glaze, and I actually did dip it into that glaze and tried it. I was like, you know what? That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drops the bowling ball on the floor and goes, obviously, you're not a golfer. What the F is this? I mean, you can check on later on, too, as you can see where the bowling ball had hit the door as he was going to the toilet about halfway into the movie. You can see that it's like, nope, nothing was fixed in that apartment. And at the very end where it got trashed, I bet it was trashed a month later, too. Probably didn't do squat. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Now he has lymphoma or something like that.
Ugh.
Yeah. Which is sad. Great movie. Yes, you can, Bill. I got mine from Amazon. It was $8.99.
The dude will sell you what he's got left for $10.
Exactly. I'll just put it on it. Yeah, we'll start a bill. No, it was $8.99 on Amazon.
That's expensive, man.
Is it really?
Well, it depends on the size of the jar. It was quite a big jar.
Mine was the same size as yours, I thought.
Yeah, it'll last you for 10 years.
And they said it's a stable food. Yeah, because I was looking at it and it was like, you don't need to refrigerate it.
Well, what's Grumpus's? I don't even know Grumpus's actual name. Was it Bill? Did you say?
It's Bill.
Sorry, Bill. I didn't know you first. Bill, if you just think of it like beef stock, like a really concentrated beef stock, you just use a tiny little bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
when you
Danos
have a big spoonful of it, you think it's like Nutella or something. No.
And Dano's talking about Marmite. He was talking about that earlier. I've never heard of that. Marmite?
Dano, get rid of it. Throw it away, man, and get some Vegemite. It's much better. Marmite.
In Germany, they have something. I have a friend in Dresden, Germany, and he was talking about something that they make.
They have Promite, I think, is another one.
Really? Okay.
There's a few different types, but Vegemite's the best, man. Come on.
Can I get you a toe, Mike? Nihilist with a nine-toed woman? Oh God, what a movie! That movie is just insane. Yeah,
Maybe you should make it. Well, maybe we'll make a movie one day.
we'll remake it. We'll do a remake. We'll do the Aussie version.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Do you know anybody who could pull off Donnie?
No.
Nihilist. Say what you want about the Nazis. At least it's an ethos. It's like, what the hell? Nihilist? Oh, he's a nihilist. He doesn't care about it. Uli's a nihilist. He doesn't care about anything. Oh, that must be really hard. I love that movie. That's what I should have watched for New Year's.
I'll tell you what I watched on Christmas Eve, Die Hard.
Oh, that's a Christmas movie.
It's the best, man.
Oh,
Ho,
definitely.
ho, ho. Now I've got a machine gun.
Yeah, that and It's a Wonderful Life. I can see how those two are
Almost the same, yeah.
exactly. It's all the same.
It's one of those movies with so many lines in it. You know, I love those sort of movies, those quotable movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you
I
another one
haven't seen that ever.
that I joke about. I was telling a good mate of mine, one of our favourite movies is Midnight Run. Have you seen that? Oh, mate, have you got to see it? Robert De Niro, Charles Grodin. It's hilarious.
Okay.
And there's a scene in it where he talks about Boise, Idaho.
Oh, really?
You live just outside of Boise, Idaho. You know, it's
That's funny.
But that's another great movie for quotes. If you hear him and me talk, we're always doing movie quotes, you know, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen the movie, you wouldn't get it. But
Gotcha. Rob says it's near the In-N-Out. Those are good burgers, Rob.
yeah.
It's like the Dude's Kitchen and Grill's Big Lebowski movie quote night. You're killing your father, Larry. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. That is, when he says, this is what happens when you F a stranger in the tail. In the clean version, he says, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps, as he's beating that guy's Corvette. Gladiator and What About Bob? Oh, I haven't seen What About Bob in forever. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know. What about Bob? I've definitely seen Gladiator. Love it. It's a great movie.
I think it's a Bill Murray movie.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. I love Bill Murray.
Yep. Long time ago, Julie Haggerty, Chris somebody. Yep. 1991, directed by Frank Oz, starring Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. So. All right, Karen, thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate it. Did we get you with all those Big Lebowski stuff? Yep. Every time I hear that song, out my back door when I'm in my truck, I'll go going down the road. I know people probably look at me like, what the hell?
They probably do that. You look every day. They're looking at you like that, Mike.
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, look at that guy. What the hell's up with that guy? Yeah. I was our local grocery store right now before the new one. It's called the Merc, and it's also a liquor store. And I walked in there, it had to have been September, October, and some guy goes, "Hey, dude, what's up?" Hey, I was in a Starbucks too about 6 months ago, and a guy goes, "Hey, dude."
Well, you're going to get a lot more of that, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to start getting confused. You know, they're going to start calling because we look exactly the same. So
I know, we're twin cousins, right?
Absolutely. My mother would know.
Oh, thanks for the fun. Have to head out. Take care.
Thanks,
All
Carol.
right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Carol. Have a good night. Yeah, this version of Saturday Night Live, but better, is starting to wind down.
Yeah, well, hey, it was, you were going to turn it off.
I was going to. I was getting ready to, and then you popped
Yeah.
on.
Couldn't have that happen.
No. I got.
No, man.
I'm committed for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have meatballs. Actually, I have to go back and I have to. The meatball, the mac and cheese balls were the bomb. Oh my god, they were good.
I can't wait. Can't wait to see that.
And like I said, I could take that entire bacon dust part or whatever the hell we call it all day, any day. I agree with you. What is that song? I hear it all the time on the radio. Who'll stop the rain? Is that them? Yeah. I hear that song at least twice a week. And I'll go to the local pub to pick up my friend late at night. She can't drive right now. And that song is on all the time there at the pub. It's just one of those songs. I mean, you never hear it. You never think it would be a popular song by him, but it is.
Mm.
So, I do like CCR. Last year for Christmas, my wife got me a record album, CCR's Greatest Hits.
Mm-hmm.
And, I love CCR.
You forget how many they were just churning them out in their day, weren't they? One after the other. Just awesome songwriting.
You don't need a pinhead just to hang around. Yeah.
I think they got into a lot of trouble, didn't something with John Fogerty and the rights to the music and all that. I think they.
Yeah, well, his brother played in the band too, and somehow or another they didn't get along, or at some point they couldn't get along. Yeah.
Same with Billy Joel. I think he basically lost everything because he.
Did he really?
Yeah, most of his early work he doesn't own anymore because he got shafted by the lawyers, and when he was young and he didn't know any better. You sign
Correct.
Sign up. They did it to a lot of musicians back then because musicians aren't particularly, they're just creative and want to play.
Well, especially the 60s, 70s guys, all they wanted was in 80s. They just wanted to get stoned.
Yeah, well, they still do, but
Yeah, exactly. I know that when Peter Cetera left Chicago, he somehow or another got rights to his songs, but they have rights to it as well. So it's either way they can play. He can play any of their stuff or vice versa. They can play any of their stuff. Because I was watching an interview with him, and he said people say, "Hey, play Saturday in the Park," and he's like, I don't sing that song, so why would I play it? But I can. So.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, and if you're a songwriter and you get that one song,
it's like YouTube, you get that one video, man, put you on the chart.
That guy I mentioned before, Feature Man, he's with his channel. He said that once. He said you don't have to write the best song of all time. You just have to write the song. It can be mediocre as anything. It can be horrible, really, but you just need to write the song that sells. Basically, it could be a jingle for an ad that goes nationwide, worldwide. You don't know,
Yep. So, Bill, you just you can hop on it, and then what you do is let's say like the Kitchen Queers, Mitch is doing. I think it's hashtag meatballs. I think you'd have to double check, and then you do your meatball collab. You do the hashtag meatballs in your title, and then you call out the other channels that are also doing the collab. Patrick, do you have anything to add to that? That's what I've always done.
Yeah, I'm just looking at his. That's really all it is. But it's probably a good idea for Bill to go and look at their video and see what they've said about it. Because they might have, some of these collabs say, "Oh, we want, you need to put the video out at a certain time," or
there's that too. Yeah,
it could be a time on it.
I love the Doors too, by the way. Rob put up there Jim Morrison makes me happy. I love the Doors. Only problem with the Doors is they didn't have a full-time bass player. For whatever reason, they just always brought in a studio guy for their bass player.
Okay, sorry to interrupt again. They've said here it's got to be, the video's got to be out by 29th of January, which is plenty of time.
I know sometimes they'll do a time limit, like the one
Yeah.
I did 6 or 7 months ago. You had like the 21st to the 25th to do it. But
they're saying here they want videos to drop on the 29th, if possible.
Okay.
And so if you do it now, for instance, you can just schedule it and forget about it. The only rules are it has to be an actual meatball, but it can be any type you like.
So I couldn't do turkey balls, or I mean mac and cheese balls.
Oh well, it's the only hard and fast rule is that you must make balls. They must be in a ball shape. So technically, it could be mac and cheese balls, I suppose.
Well, it's got bacon in it.
Oh. Yeah, it's hashtag the Great Meatball Cook-Off. So
Okay.
it does have to. Yeah, hashtag meatball. So
Yeah. So no, you don't have to be invited to play, but you just reach out to Mitch and he'll say, or whoever, and those guys are cool. They're just gonna say, yeah, come on. But the biggest thing is you put the hashtag in and you acknowledge the other people doing it. Like I'm doing a monthly collab on drinks. And so there's like 10, 12 people in this, and I have to mention all these folks. So, ooh, shrimp balls. I'll take shrimp balls. I didn't know shrimp had balls, but I'll take shrimp balls. What movie is that from? Come on. Good Morning Vietnam, where the guy goes, fish ball? They're talking about fish ball soup. And he's like, Robert Williams, like, I didn't know fish had balls.
I forgot. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Oh, what a great movie. I thought that was.
Most of what he did was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah.
It's terrible when I remember where I was. It's one of those moments where you remember where you were when you heard the news.
Exactly.
I know exactly where I was. I nearly drove off the road. I'm like, what?
I was at work. Yeah. It was like, wow, you got to be kidding. Yeah.
Couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah. Depression's a bitch, man.
That's the thing. No one knew. Robin Williams was depressed. You're kidding me.
Yeah. You just never know, man.
No.
Yeah, that's why you always check up on your loved ones and your friends and see how they're doing.
Yeah, that's it. It's important.
My name is Robin. I thought your name was Rob. I'm gonna start calling Rob Robin. Just now.
Is his name really Robin and not Robert?
Yeah. Oh, really?
Is that what he's saying? That'd be interesting.
That would be. Hey, if your name's Robin, that's cool, dude. Robin Williams rocked, man.
That'd be interesting because it's like you would not think. You just automatically think, oh, it's Robert, isn't it? Robert.
I dated a chick named Robin in high school, but I had to clarify chick.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy, eh? That was a show and a half.
Yeah, it was. Everyone that ever says, isn't that a girl's name? I say, who the hell is Robin Williams? Yeah, it is Robin. Okay, Rob. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things you don't think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll call you Rob. I'll keep calling you.
Yeah, Rob.
Because he's got a cool place where he does his barbecue and drinking, and his tattoos rock, man.
Hey, listen, when I come over, is that because Rob is upstate New York now?
Yeah. Well, we'll just make a big road trip.
Well, I could fly to Idaho. Then we drive to Rob's joint.
We drive to Charlie. We'll drive to Charlie's first.
Charlie's first, right? Are we
we'll go to Kent's.
With us, or if he's staying behind? Well, we work all that out.
Yeah, we'll go to Kent's.
Kent.
Then we'll swing
where's,
down.
Where's Kent?
Down to Kent's in Iowa.
Right. Okay. See, we've worked it all out, and then straight to Rob's joint.
Our map would be like this.
It'll take us 2.5 years to get to Alaska, but that's all right.
That's all right with me. Or how about we just fly?
Yeah, okay. Well, that way we can drink.
That's true.
Unless we get a driver, get someone to drive that doesn't drink.
I don't know anybody who doesn't drink.
No, I don't want to know anyone that doesn't drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know anybody.
No.
My wife's shaking her head like, Jesus. I just want to go back to the 80s. 80 degrees or 80s as in the decade? I had a lot of fun in the 80s.
Oh, the
I
80s.
like 80-degree weather too.
Do you know what I used to love about the 80s? Going to the video store.
Like Blockbuster kind of video?
Yeah, just go to the video store on a Saturday. What do you want to watch tonight? And you go and you
Oh, yeah.
latest releases. I love doing that. I miss that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't miss the internet. You never had the internet.
Yeah, like
You just drank more.
exactly. And you made fun of the people who had those big ass cell phones. Remember that? The things were like this big and like, hello? You made fun of them. Look at that loser.
Look at this. We've got the official go-ahead from Rob. So
I'm all over it.
and he worked at Blockbuster. How cool is that? Imagine.
Perfect.
I have to give him enough notice though, so he gets one of those massive lumps of meat that he cooks. So you give him a good 12 hours notice.
Do you remember? Bill makes a point. Be kind. Rewind. God,
Yeah.
I remember getting videos and having to rewind.
Yeah. You hate getting them, and you put it in, and it's not been rewound.
Yeah.
You have to rewind it, and it takes half an hour.
Yeah. And then they got smart and got those machines they just plugged them into.
Yeah.
I'd rather be watching VHS. It's like playing music on vinyl. It's just something about it.
Towards the end, though, because they had a lot of videos that would be watched multiple times, and half the time he'd take it home, and he couldn't even watch them.
They're
right back. All that stuff.
Yeah, they got kind of funky and.
But then they brought in DVDs, and that was a revelation to me. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I have out my garage underneath or next to my Camaro those big laser discs. Remember those things?
I do. Once you have to turn them over.
Yep, I have Casablanca and the Wrath of Khan, and also it's got like 30 of them out there. I don't know why. I bought them at an auction, thinking, "Oh, these are cool," and they're like,
I remember.
Probably maybe $25. They're worth nothing.
I knew a guy who, when they first came out, he went out and bought thousands of dollars, big equipment, the whole box, and he was so excited, big TV, and then they lasted about 5 minutes, and then and he had all this, the player and everything. Same with Beta. Remember Beta?
Yeah, Beta. Yeah, my dad had a Beta machine. Yep. Yeah,
so
and everything.
Dude, we remember this sort of stuff.
I know. We had until COVID struck an arcade here that had all the old late 70s, early 80s games like Donkey Kong.
I love it.
1942. Pinball machines like crazy. I was like, some of these games, I'm like, God, I haven't thought of these things in years. And due to COVID, they went out of business and they sold all their stuff to someplace in Salt Lake City.
Do you know I came this close to buying one of those, because you can buy them now, like the retro machines, and they've got like 1,000 games on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I nearly bought one. It was a few $1,000s, but I don't have any room here. I don't have any room as it is. But I love all those old games. I was a junkie for those. It used to be traditional to go to the fish and chip shop. They'd always have, a couple of video games there, and you'd stand there and play, Galaga or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Space Invaders.
I loved that game back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this place had 26 games in there. And they're all a quarter. They had Missile Command.
Missile Command
was number 7. Was the serial number?
What was, sorry?
The serial number was number 7.
Yeah.
On their Missile Command, and I remember playing that game.
Yeah. What about Moon Patrol?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think right. Yeah, they had that. Yeah, and they had like the fire truck where you're in the back of the fire truck going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then they had that sports game where we used to take a pencil and I'm trying to remember, go like this on the pencil and it make you run faster, or you could go like this, or the football game where you're like rolling the ball, trying to get your guy to kind of slowly move back and forth. Yeah. Had all those games: Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. They had some game where you were throwing beer, chucking beer. It was called Beer Hall, and you're chucking these mugs of beer down and you're supposed to catch them and then
Oh,
go
really?
up and down and catch all these beers. And they got, so you were one guy on one side, and then they had like 5 or 6 rows of tables, and a guy'd come out and chuck a beer, and then he'd go to another one, chuck a beer. And then they had this game that was the Centipede, Millipede. Yep,
Yeah.
I was
Hey,
a Donkey Kong fan.
Rick's logged. Rick, how you going, Rick? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Rick. Thank you. They had a game called Journey, and it had the guys from Journey on this, and you had like a guitar, and you were like shooting shit with your guitar. It was the most psychedelic game I'd ever played. If you were fried out of your mind, you would have loved that game. But even drunk, it was fun. But if you were sober, it sucked.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to know all the pizza parlors, the fish and chip shops. I used to know all the different games they had in different shops. You know, I used to go, oh, I want to go there today. And there was nothing worse if you got there and there was someone already playing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, had to wait and all that sort of stuff. It's great stuff.
That was me and Donkey Kong. Love Donkey Kong.
Yeah. I was never into really Donkey Kong. I was into the Galagas and Space Invaders, like that. That was more my go. But it was still good. I did play it, but yeah.
Sure.
Awesome.
1942 was another game I really liked.
Love that one. Yep.
Flip it and the plane would flip over. And
What about Frogger?
Oh, Frogger. Yep.
Yeah,
Jump around, yeah. Frosty Beer Attack. Delicious Frosty Santa drinks beer at home. The Grinch stole my beer. Rudolph the Red-Nosed. Okay. Cubert. Yep. Remember Cubert? They had a Cubert there. They had a couple of Pac-Mans and Miss Pac-Man. It was cool. But those machines broke down all the time because they were so old.
Rick's got a brisket on the smoker. Can we go to Rick's places? He's in Texas.
We're on our way.
Yeah. Also, so we'd have to go to Texas first. Is that how it would work?
I'll meet you in Texas.
Good. I'll tell you who I want to meet there is Papa Texas. I want to meet that guy.
Yeah.
I love Papa Texas.
Yeah. Well, I want to meet Rick.
Yeah, and Rick, of course. That's where we're going really for Rick. But just
Uncle Steve.
Oh, is he in Texas? Is he?
Yeah, Uncle Steve. Yeah, he's from Texas. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we do a round trip.
There you go. And then we'll just make our way up to Rob's.
And we'll get there by 2025 or something.
I'm down.
Rob will have about 10 million subscribers by then, and he'll say, "Sorry, guys, I don't have time."
If you leave now, we'll get there. If we leave now, we'll get there when we're finished. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when we're done, we're done. You know what, guys? I got a call tonight.
What a bummer, dude. You're being a party pooper.
I know, and it's only like what time for you?
Well, I tell you what, vodka is not your drink. It's not your drink.
I know.
Although it is a White Russian, I must say.
Yeah, I know. But Rob says he'll have the beers ready, so be ready.
Yeah.
Be ready. All right, guys. Well, I hate to break this up, but I should probably hang out with my wife.
Cool, I did not plan for this, but it was
I didn't either. I'm thinking about doing it more often. I kind of enjoy Saturday nights. It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, so if I do it next week, it'll have to be a little later because I'm on call till 8:30 my time every day. But it is what it is. All right, guys. Good night. Have fun. We will talk to you later. Good night, Patrick. Thanks for showing up.
No worries.
Bye.
See ya.